Well, kia ora Tefano. Welcome to Rodney Green Arenas here in Napier. This is round 4 of the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Hawke's Bay Hawks, the home team, up against the Canterbury Rams. Should be a good clash between two teams quite high up the ladder. Both teams have good records heading into this clash. Should be a keenly contested match. Thank you for joining us. Glenn Lamas, my name. Justin Nelson with us. And this one promises to be spicy, Justin. It's going to be a good clash, this one.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Glenn. And great to see a crowd coming in nice and early to see a lot of these young guns. Big night, of course, NZNBL coming up a little bit later on. But these two teams in a little bit of form as we have a look at the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder. As you can see, 3rd and 4th, a chance to move up with a win tonight.
Yeah, Hawke's Bay just have the slightly better percentage on the points. That sees them in 3rd place. But a great start for both teams in the Sky Broadband Rapid League with 2 wins and a loss.
And what I really like about the Hawks is young guns, players coming through the local system, but so too this team. I mean, this is a production line down in Christchurch. They keep bringing these young players through. The Isaac brothers start tonight, Tama and Kaya, Josh Nicol as well. Tucky Farrington slips back to start in this game. Of course, some imports coming back into the Sal's NBL tonight. And young Corbin Mason, he's a big unit, tall lad, growing into his body. I think he'll be a key part of this team tonight.
Yeah, Farrington, of course, has played for the Tall Blacks, so it's interesting to see him dropping back for this Rapid League game. Let's have a look at the Hawks lineup, and a lot of good young players coming through, including Kara, Jackson Ball, a high school student from Napier Boys. Murphy is there, Lavery, and of course Tommy Ferguson is one to keep your eye on.
Yeah, he's been in some great form. Tommy Ferguson plays at both ends of the floor, can score, big on the boards, really good on the offensive rebounds as well, and he'll be a key player in this game. Look out for number 4, Jackson Ball, 16 years of age. As you said, he is a young star on the rise.
So those are the starting fives, and look, just to underline Ferguson's class at the moment, he's dominating for Hawke's Bay at the moment at both ends of the court.
Yeah, one of the best players running around in Rapid League, Tommy Ferguson. He's got a couple of years under his belt in the Sal's NBL, but playing a lot more minutes now through this competition. The offensive rebound's a big one for me tonight on the Chemist Warehouse stats. 8 for the Hawks, and that helps lead them to 10.7 second chance points, one of the best in the competition. You've got to keep this team off the glass.
Yeah, good numbers too for Josh Nicol and Corbin Mason for the Canterbury Rams. Referees for the game, Sam Pan, Sasha Nicholson and Michaela Sharp.
Gee, I reckon Sam Pan's had a fresh cut there as well. Nice to see from our coin officials.
Yeah, mate, I wouldn't be going for that style myself personally, but you know.
Oh, these young'uns, mate, they've got the looks, that's for sure. Sam Pan, a very experienced official in the competition. And of course, the Sky Broadband Rapid League, not just about player development, but also officials, statisticians, score table, all of these people, coaches, of course, as well. They're all getting an opportunity through this wonderful innovation to get out and ply their trade. Looking forward to this one. Glenn, should be a beauty.
So Canterbury win the tip there in the red, Hawke's Bay the home team in the white. And here come the Rams down court. Straight away a whistle in the opening seconds.
Yeah, a bit of a clash there. Jackson Ball coming through. Tucky Farrington, and I think the foul's gone on Tucky Farrington for the offensive foul. May have been a little bit of holding on Jackson Ball as well, so the Hawks are going to get it back.
Well, interesting start there. So Lavery coming down court now for the Hawks. Posting up straight away. Nice little basket made there by Ryder Moore.
In fact, it was Tommy Ferguson just finishing off inside. He showing his class straight away. And I think we're going to see that over the next 15 and a half minutes from Tommy Ferguson. He is a handful, no doubt about that. And an early basket for the Hawks.
Nice jump shot, mid-range jumper there from Kaya Isaac. Levels the scores early in this clash. Bit of full court pressure too coming from the Rams to start. That's good. Good to see.
He's got all the moves. Kaya Isaac's played a lot of basketball now over the last couple of years in the Sal's NBL. Here's Ferguson again, by the way. Kaya Isaac, along with Jackson Ball at the 3x3 Cup last year, Glenn down in Invercargill. Both of those players made the All-Star 4, so 2 players to look out for in this one tonight.
There's a foul by Ferguson, as we saw. A nice drive to the basket from Tama Isaac.
Younger brother, of course, of Kaya Isaac, just 17 years of age. Tama, he matched up for a short period of time last Sunday on Corey Webster, double his age, and of course the Tuatara came out in that game and scored 47 points in the second quarter. Young Tama and his team were on the end of some Corey Webster magic.
Yeah, of course, they couldn't stop scoring threes in that game, the Tuatara. Same with Rob Lowe. It's come off, I think, the leg there of Farrinson, so it's going to be Hawke's Bay ball. In fact, he's been called for a foul.
Yeah, that's his second as well, Tucky Farrinson. Just leaning in and called for the push.
Let's see what the Hawks can do with this play. See Ferguson already. No, didn't get the ball on that play. He was initially the target, as we see Murphy line up that triple, and that's a good shot from Jacob Murphy.
Well, he's another player that has spent 4 years in the program and is now getting a lot more minutes through this Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Oh, excellent play right there. That was Lavery with a nice little block.
Yeah, another player we saw come through the 3x3 Cup late in 2023 and stepping up and playing some good minutes here.
His head inbound pass was slightly dodgy, but Hawke's Bay still have it. And now here's Ball. Another young player, he's just 16. Outside shot, just short there from Murphy, and the Rams have it. It's a 1-point game with just over halfway through this first quarter in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Hope you're enjoying it, folks. And that jump shot's not going to drop there from Mason.
Yeah, soft touch for big Corbin Mason. Wasn't too far away. Showed us last week in the Rapid League he can shoot from a little bit of range as well.
Nice ball rotation there from the Hawks.
Speaking of range, Jackson Ball.
What a shot from Jackson Ball. Now, it's the Hawks by 4. Nice little pump fake there from Kai Isaac as he pushes it back. That's well, good defense there from Hawke's Bay, and they get the rebound through Ball as well.
Matching up on Kai Isaac, both ends of the floor. I really like that.
Avery again, trying to work off Kara. And there is going to be a foul there.
Yeah, Tama Isaac, unlucky. Set himself really well to take contact here, maybe just stepping across at the last moment, hadn't quite set the feet. I think the coin officials got that one right. Rams, of course, in the Rapid League against the Tuatara last week, Glenn, were down by 9 points at quarter time. They only scored 3 points in the first quarter, came home. I think they ended up getting up by about 14 or thereabouts. They did. So I wouldn't be too concerned just yet if you're a Rams fan. We know they can turn it on quickly. Although Jonty Bond was a big part of that win last week. He's not out there tonight.
Kara at the line, at the Chemist Warehouse line. He gets his 2 free throws. He's on the board with a couple of points. And it's a nice little handy lead here for the Hawks early in this one. 6-point margin. Tong is out there now, can't nail that one from long range, and here comes more possession for Hawke's Bay. Murphy, good ball cross court there. And a nice little kiss off the glass. Hawke's Bay rolling nicely at the moment.
Yeah, playing with a lot of confidence. We've seen that the last couple of weeks. A lot of these boys through the Napier boys high school system and have played a fair bit of basketball together, and it's showing.
Good pass from Nickel, and there's 2 for Canterbury. Much needed points right there.
Yeah, Aiden Tongi's just come back from 3x3 duty with the Tall Blacks overseas. Steps back into the Rams lineup tonight.
Tong has actually got some good international experience under his belt now with that 3x3 team. Bit of defensive set here from Canterbury. Murphy settling it down here. Did he get the shot away in time. It doesn't matter anyway, as we see Tong tidy up for the Rams. And there's an off-the-ball foul there, and I think that's gone against Nickel.
Yeah, it has, down low. Picked up by Michaela Sharp on the baseline. So that's the second offensive foul of the quarter against the Rams, giving it back to the Hawks. And with 1.7, they do have the player timeout up their sleeve. They're not going to use it by the look of it. So it'll be a quick shot from mid-court.
And it's not to be, but a good margin for the Hawks after the first 4 minutes. It's 12 points to 6.
Yeah, good start tonight from the home team. Good crowd in here early as well. We're seeing this up and down the country in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Fans coming in early, some extra basketball. They're getting to see a lot of the rising stars throughout New Zealand. It's been a real success story over the opening month. Speaking of success stories, there's the $25 large cheese pizza. Sal's Pass is the online code. You can click on the QR as well. It's available until next Tuesday. I'll tell you what, I'm a pepperoni fan myself, Glenn, but don't mind the cheese pizza.
I think we're all the same, Justin, mate.
Especially when it comes to Sal's. And how about this from Sky Broadband, the FIBA starter, $30 per month for the first 3 months. skybroadband.co.nz. T's and C's apply. But that is one heck of a deal as well. Good start tonight for the Hawks. Really like what this outfit is doing. Huge changeover of personnel out of season 2023. They weren't afraid to make the hard decisions. Jared Kenny, of course, the GM now. They've got a new board in place. And I really like the way they're going about things. A lot of people had the Hawks written off at the start of the season with the number of changes, but 2-1 start in the Sal's NBL, 2-1 start in the Rapid League, and lots of good signs for the future of this program.
Yeah, 100%. Looking forward to that Sal's NBL game. Here's the second quarter now, and straight away, just like the first quarter, got a foul in the opening seconds.
Yeah, Corbin Mason just reaching in there. Tommy Ferguson, smart, came up the line to take the pass, and Mason reaching around.
Canterbury got to stop these fouls there, conceding quite a few in the early stages of this game. Ball over to Kara. Ball again. Baden Casson is out there now, so you see Kara go for a three-pointer. Oh, and that is a nasty fall right there.
That's big Tommy Ferguson by the looks of it too.
That is going to hurt.
Just locking arms. I think it was with Josh Nickel on the rebound. It is. Watch this. You'll see it just underneath there. His right arm got caught up with Josh Nickel. It was innocuous, certainly nothing intended there from Josh Nickel. He had eyes on the ball, and Ferguson just came off second best. That was a heavy, heavy fall too. He looks to be okay.
Those ones where you just wish there was a mattress. It's just a cushion you fall a touch.
I'll tell you what, I saw young Jackson Kiss last night, 16 years of age for the Tuatara. His first points in the Sal's NBL. Flying to the basket, jammed it down. No mattress underneath him. He looks a star of the future as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of young, hot young talent. It's a good ball from Ball, wasn't it? Three-pointer not converted, although maybe should have been awarded 1.5 because half the ball went down.
Yeah, had a long look at it there, Ryder Moore.
Nail it as we see Mason come down court again, and Tong is still out there. Three-pointer also missed from Kaya Isaac. So no change to that quarter-time score. Ferguson just losing the ball.
Corbin Mason, 2 hands on, picked up by the officials straight away. Chemist Warehouse stats. Now, Hawks shooting at 50% at the moment, Glenn, and the Rams at 33%.
I can tell you Ferguson is struggling with after that heavy fall there. He's just favouring that kind of lower left back area.
It was a real thud, wasn't it? We'll settle up to the Chemist Warehouse stripe here. Those fouls mounting up on the Rams, as you quite rightly mentioned.
Ferguson's going to cut it out. Of course, he's a key player for the main Sal's NBL game as well.
Yeah, he's been building up minutes, and a lot of that is coming via the form that he's shown in the Rapid League. And again, we've seen that across the competition. These younger players are building experience through this new competition, getting some reps under their belt, and all of a sudden the adjustment stepping out for Sal's NBL a little bit easier.
Nice patient play in the paint there from Farronson. There's 2 to Canterbury. First 2 points of this quarter. Still a 6-point margin for Hawke's Bay. Ball coming down court. Nice ball rotation again by the Hawks. Kara. For a bit of movement inside there, but couldn't really get any. That's good defense. Canterbury, and then they lose it out of court. Tamar Isaac.
Yeah, did everything right. Shut down that passing lane, young Isaac. No Gonzalez for this Rams team tonight as well in the Rapid League, so they're definitely down a couple of key playmakers. Gonzalez and Bond, DeJounte Bond, they starred last week against the Tuatara. Gee, that grub looks nice on the baseline as well.
Almost as good as a Sal's pizza, almost. Here's Ball, the little teardrop, and that's good from Jackson Ball. He has 2 points, in fact 5 points in the game now, and is leading the scoring for Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, he's got all the tools.
And the margin now is 8. This is the biggest it's been in the game. Let's see what Canterbury can do here, but again, tidy. Efficient defence again from Hawke's Bay. They win another turnover.
Yeah, we mentioned before that these young players at the Hawks have spent a lot of time through their high school years playing together, and you can see that come out in their defence. They're moving, they're talking, they're backing each other up, and it ends up the other way with that. Defence to offence.
Ball. He has 8 points now, and he's 2 from 3 from 3-point range, and that was a sweet shot from the youngster.
Yeah, he's a star, there's no doubt about that. And interestingly here, the Rams have called a player timeout with a couple of minutes still to play in this first half, and I think more so just to try and stem the flow, to settle things down and have a chat about what they're doing at both ends of the court, especially defensively. It's fairly good leadership out on the floor shown by the Rams here.
Well, it was a 6-point margin at quarter time. It's now 11. Canterbury have only scored 2 points in this second quarter and have been outscored 5-2 at the moment. In fact, it's 7-2. So let's see what the Rams can do here. Isaac gives it back to Nickel. But again, it's Hawke's Bay. It's like they've stolen the playbook of this Canterbury Rams team.
Yeah, they're moving really well defensively, hands in lanes, they're picking it off. Clearly, fair bit of shell drill at training, jumping into lanes, and you can see Judd Flavel, senior coach there in the background. He'd be really happy with what he's seeing. Sorry, he wouldn't be happy with what he's seeing at the moment. He would be concerned about what his team is doing offensively. They've got a little bit of work to do.
There's Ball again. No score at the other end of the court. Ferguson trying to post up, almost losing possession there. Lavery, shot clock ticking away, and a foul late in that possession. Well, another pretty good result there for Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, and I think getting back to Judd Flavel, he would have been happy with that defense on that occasion for 20-odd seconds. And then just that bump at the end, and all of a sudden Lavery is at the Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah, Lavery. He's actually originally from Christchurch. So he's at the line now from the Chemist Warehouse line here, looking for his first points in the game. And he gets his first point right there. Eases that margin out to 12.
Always interesting to see what the senior coaches are doing through the Sky Broadband Rapid League, as Aidan Tong with the big spin to the basket. Mason battling away as well. Judd Flavel, as we said, for the Rams, just sitting on the sidelines at the moment, watching on, taking a really keen interest. Whereas down the other end for the Hawks, Sam Gruggan is walking that sideline and barking out instructions to his young chargers.
Exactly, and the Saints last week were interesting, of course. I mean, Troy McLean, of course, a pretty experienced head coach as well. He took total control of the Rapid League. Zico Coronel was nowhere to be seen, really. So it's a good opportunity, and there's a lovely offensive rebound. Tong can't complete the putback. Lovely ball down court, and that's a wonderful basket there for Hawke's Bay. Kara.
What a pass, Lavery. Just absolutely on a dime.
Nickel and his teammates here, Isaac, still can't nail it at the moment. And another rebound and a foul. In fact, this time goes against Tong, I think.
10-2 quarter, Glenn. It's been dominated by the Hawks. Aiden Tong asking questions of Sampan, the coin official. I think in the end they agree to disagree. But importantly, it's going to put the Hawks back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. They've really motored away in this game. And they're doing it at the defensive end. They're playing great D, working extra hard. As we said earlier, jumping into lanes, chasing down rebounds, active hands, making life tough for the team in red. And what's happening as a result is back the other way offensively. Good things are happening.
Ara can't get the second free throw, but it's a 15-point game. Canterbury desperately needs something more than just 2 points in this quarter. See if they can efficiently work an offensive play here. Three-pointer. Again, he's not going to fall. Good offensive rebound there taken by Mason.
Oh, unlucky, Ryder Moore over the back. Had hands for the ball and in the end just slipped across the arm.
Well, Canterbury just going through those three-point attempts, Justin. 0 from 6 in the game so far.
Yeah, this is an experienced team. You know, we spoke about it. Kaya Isaac's been out there, Tucky Farrington, Aiden Tong. There's some experienced players in red here, and at the moment, they're being shown up.
Yeah, they're only shooting at 21% in the game. Hawke's Bay at 58. And again, they still can't nail it. Canterbury, and there's a player timeout called there by Jackson Ball. Smart play again. Tell you what, that 16-year-old plays beyond his years. Knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, no question. I remember interviewing him at the 3x3 Cup last year down at Invercargill when he was 15, and completely blew me away at just how mature he was in front of a camera, microphone in his face. There's a lot of kids out there at that age who are very, very nervous, as you would expect. Struggle to get sentences, let alone words, or words out, let alone sentences. He was a very, very polished performer at 15 years of age.
Well, let's see if Hawke's Bay can nail this last basket inside these last 5 seconds to pretty much seal a dream second quarter. Not to be that time, but still a really good quarter for Hawke's Bay. They're up by 15 at the half. It's 23-8.
Yeah, that last play was meant for Jackson Ball. We've seen the Hawks Sky Broadband Rapid League team run that exact play a few times already this season. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats to halftime. That man, Jackson Ball, has 8 points in the game. He is literally going point for point with the entire Rams team right now. And that spread of points is pleasing for the Hawks. Kobe Kara with 5 as well. Rebounds, Ball and Tong leading the way respectively for their 2 teams. Lavery's been good, been really good. Active, 3 assists. Really like that long full court pass that resulted in a basket. He's got 1 block as well. The Chemist Warehouse stats going all the way of the Hawks, as you would expect, to halftime, leading this one by 15.
Yes, 11-2. They outscored Canterbury in that quarter. Outstanding performance from the Hawke's Bay Hawks, but can they carry it on? Because as we've seen in a few games, things can happen in the third and fourth quarter.
Well, you had a game on Monday night. We were talking off air prior to this one. I was relaxing in the hotel, watching on some Monday night entertainment in the Rapid League and Sal's NBL, and you were calling that one with Brooke Rusco. And between the Sharks and the Saints, in 16 minutes of the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 93 points scored. I was blown away. That was pure rated E for entertainment. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, look, I don't know what it was, but it's like all the players wearing invisible jetpacks on their backs in that game. They were just energized right from the start. It was fantastic entertainment. But we're getting a different feel to this game, but it's just discipline from Hawke's Bay that has really, at both ends of the court, that's really got them out to a big margin here.
Barbecues direct Rams. They've got a fair bit of work to do. The Taylor Hawks on their home deck, and this crowd continues to build for the big Sal's NBL game tonight. By the way, for those that have a good memory back to 2023. This exact fixture in the Sal's NBL last season on this court, triple overtime.
Bring that on if that happens again, please. Now here's Canterbury. Offensive rebound taken there by Farronson, who puts up another shot. No luck again. Surely these baskets are going to start falling for the Rams soon.
1 of 6, Tucky Farronson.
Oh, and Casson is down there getting a foul. The fact that he stand on the baseline. Stood on the baseline. Maybe he didn't trim his toenails this morning. 23-8 the score remains. Here's Isaac. Again, the lane shut very quickly there, didn't it? But he got a foul out of, I think it might have been Ferguson.
Yeah, Tommy Ferguson, excellent help defense inside. We've seen his ability so far this season. He's a really big presence in the paint, both offensively and defensively. Took that heavy fall, of course, in the first half. Good to see he's out there running around.
Tama Isaac going at 6 points per Rapid League game so far.
Always a bit of fun seeing the floor wipers, the home court floor wipers down the end on a shot from the Chemist Warehouse line, trying to put the opposition off as well.
Murphy. Nice hands from Ferguson. That wasn't an easy pass to gather. And he composed himself nicely there.
Just strong young man, Tommy Ferguson. Used his body so well.
We need to go right back to the start of the second quarter for Canterbury to even get a field goal. And that cold stint continues. Here comes the Bay again. Murphy in the corner. Oh, sweet there from Jacob Murphy.
2 triples for him tonight, 17-point margin. Make that an 18-point margin for the Hawks. They're playing all over the top of the Rams.
They are cleaning up big time here. And finally, a basket, a field basket goes in there from Canterbury. Last time we saw was 2 minutes 57 into the second period. So that's a long, long stint without a field goal.
Well, they're shooting at 16% before that score from Kaya Isaac.
Nickel can't nail it. Here comes Ferguson. There's really no need for Hawke's Bay to push it, as we see Murphy trying to get another one. Doesn't drop that time. Now Isaac. He stops and lots off them. The Rams. And there's another basket there. Tell you what, Kai Isaac's starting to show out nicely. He has 4 points now.
Yeah, it took a fair bit of contact there as well, looking for the whistle. But he is one player that can get this Ram teams going. Jacob Murphy, not just from the outside. What about the drive to the basket?
Yeah, that was pleasant. 16-point margin still for the Hawks. Remember, it was 15 at halftime. Tom Isaac, that's a lovely little teardrop. Helps himself to 2 points. He has 6 in the game now. Leading scorer in the game, still Jackson Ball with 8. He's 3 from 4 from the field in this game.
Yeah, Jacob Murphy this quarter's gone up to 8 as well.
A foul against the Rams. Aiden Tong checks back in. Here's the form of Murphy again. That layup was lovely, and of course the three-pointer was before that as well.
Yet again, we've spoken about Tommy Ferguson, Kobe Kara. Jacob Murphy's another one that's been in this Hawks program. I think this is his 4th season, but really getting the opportunity now, and we're seeing what he's capable of.
Good strong rebound by Tong there. A little reach in there by Jackson Ball.
Yeah, just on the trail there, holding up the arm of Kaya Isaac. They've been going at it all game long.
First personal for him in this Rapid League as we enter the last minute now of the third period. Tong sets a screen there for Isaac. His brother just gets it in time, but ball's all over him. Tong. Good defense again by Hawke's Bay. The three-pointer, no good there from Nickel. Another good defensive set there from Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, Kobe Kara inside, standing tall for the Hawks. That passed a little bit errant from Murphy to Kobe Kara. 14-point margin. Tommy Ferguson off the glass as well, doing his thing. A lot of holding going on there. Those two at it again, Kai Isaac and Jackson Ball. They've had a great contest tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Sam Grugan just offering his experience and advice to Jackson Ball. The young man, he's a sponge, we know that, learning all the time. And that will put Kai Isaac to the Chemist Warehouse.
Kai Isaac it is. He's been getting good minutes in the Cells NBL as well.
Has 7 points in the game now.
That 8 now. So he's the leading scorer for the Rams.
And they've won the quarter as well.
12-point margin as we see Ball. Hawke's Bay looking to settle it down with Lavery. Again, excellent passing. As Ball drives and then it fades away. Good little basket from Jackson Ball. He's the first to hit double digits, and it's right at the end of the quarter as well. And it's back to a 14-point game, 32-18 after 3.
Yeah, and unlucky for the Rams as well. Their defensive pressure really picked up so well there for so long against this Hawks team, and it took a little bit of class and a soft touch at the end from Jackson Ball to add another 2. But that is the class, as we said, of this young man. He's one to watch for the future, no doubt. Official stats partner of the Cells NBL, Chemist Warehouse. And at the moment, things still favouring the Hawks. Nice margin with a quarter to go. And what I really like, Glenn, is the way they've spread the points.
Yeah, they've been fantastic, haven't they? And they're all, and that's always good to see, isn't it? With multiple threats coming from all sorts of directions. So Jackson Ball has 8, Jacob Murphy 8, Tommy Ferguson has 6, and Kobe Kara has 5. So all going pretty well in the game, and it is 61% from the field, and they haven't missed inside the three-point line. 7 from 7.
And it's a big week coming up for these two organisations. They're both on the road in round 5, both playing Anzac Day. The Hawks down in the capital against the Saints, always a great matchup. The Rams travelling further south, they take on the Nuggets. 2 huge Anzac Day games coming up in round 5 of the Sky Broadband Rapid League and Cells NBL, and we know how big a day it is across the nation, both here and in Australia. It's a big day for sport as well.
Yeah, it certainly is. Right, so the fourth quarter is underway now. Here's Kara. Murphy, that's going to still be Hawke's Bay ball. Murphy for 3. And Tong is going to pick up the rebound. Canterbury maybe looking to up the pace of the game just a touch, and that might get them some momentum.
Oh, classic Taki Farrington, catch and shoot on the pull-up, had his feet set really, really quickly, quick release, and gee, they needed that. All of a sudden, maybe they're back in at the Rams.
Here's Ball again. Oh, ambitious pass, and rather messy, but still getting it in brilliantly there was Kobe Kara.
Well, the Rams have picked up defensively. We talked about it late in the third. They gave up a late basket to Jackson Ball. Their defense there was fantastic for 22 seconds. Gave up a late basket again to the Hawks in Kobe Kara.
Josh Nickel, explosive player. He's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse line for a 3-point play.
He's a strong man, Josh Nickel. Huge shoulders. Wouldn't be out of place with an axe in hand and a little bit of wood chopping. They desperately need these points from the Chemist Warehouse, and you just feel with the way that they've picked up at the other end of the floor. There are some stops coming, but they can't afford to miss those.
Certainly can't. So Hawke's Bay come down court again through Lavery. Lavery again from Kara. And Ferguson front on here with Kaya Isaac. Double teams. Mason just couldn't pinch it. Now Ball. Oh, he is just feeling it in this game.
Well, that's his spot. Just slightly off centre towards the wing. He's hit a couple from there tonight.
5 from 7 in the game for Jackson Ball. Back to a 14-point game. And look at that. Excellent options there for the rebounds for the Hawks.
And another assist for Tane Lavery as well. That's his 4th dime. And those numbers are pretty good in a 16-minute game.
Sure are. Ball again. It's up to 13 points, by the way. Oh, lovely fake as Ball drives. He can do it all, a 16-year-old.
Great little hesitation on the arc there. Little pump fake. Ball on the floor all the way to the hoop. And we are seeing the skill of this young man just rising and coming out before our eyes. We knew that he had a big future based on what we saw at the 3x3 Cup. But just with each game, each opportunity, both in the Rapid League and in the NBL, he'll play some good minutes tonight against the Rams in the Sal's NBL. This is a young man that is going to be a key part of New Zealand basketball for years to come. Jackson Ball is a name to remember.
Yeah, as well as, you know, bearing in mind his age, you know, even in the Sal's NBL, he's going at 12 minutes a game, 3 points at 40%. You know, so in his rookie season, he's getting opportunities. And we can see why in this game right here, why he's getting those opportunities. Hawke's Bay continue to lead by 14. They're up by 13 at the end of the 3rd quarter. So they've extended their margin out by another point. Nice drive to the hoop. That's not going to roll in there for Lavery, so it's going to be Canterbury ball.
Coming in, the Hawks were averaging 38 points a game, so they're a tick over that now. The Rams were going at 35, so you can see that they're down on that. And so much of that tonight is due to that right there, just defensive pressure, hands in lanes, constantly on their toes and moving the Hawks.
Yes, just a refusal to stop. And that one's going to count. There's a foul there going to go against Ball. So it's a 3-point play right there for Farronson.
They're slipping in off the weak side. Well seen by Tama Isaac. Farronson with loads of experience internationally as well, has been off playing in Europe the last few years. Of course, spent some time playing for the Tuatara. I know they were really hot to get his signature again this season. He elected to go to the Canterbury Rams, finding his feet under Judd Flavel.
There's Isaac. Created space for himself really well there, Kaya Isaac. There's 2 points for him.
Yeah, nice footwork, just stepping back. Caught the defense off guard.
Murphy. Not going to drop. Tong with the rebound inside the last minute.
He's got a different coloured pair of shoes for every game as well, Jacob Murphy. You got to love the effort with the kicks.
Murphy double teamed, and it's all coming too late for Canterbury. With Hawke's Bay up by 10. Make that 13.
Young Ryder Moore out in the corner.
Very nice triple from him. Isaac, that's a lovely shot from Kai Isaac.
And this is what I love about the Sky Broadband Rapid League. There's a free opportunity here. The coaches let these players play, get up and down. Don't be afraid to take your shots, take things on, back yourself. And it usually results in what we've seen in the last 60 or so seconds, just basket for basket, up and down, and it's a really exciting part of this abbreviated competition.
Baloncesto getting some time out there too for Hawke's Bay. As I wonder if they'll just settle it down here for the last play of this match with the result certainly not in doubt. Here's Moore. No need to even put up a basket. In fact, they do turn it over, do Hawke's Bay. And a timeout's going to be called, a player timeout with 5.1 seconds left.
And just like that, 74 points scored in this game. They just tally up so quickly, don't they? Looking a little bit further ahead for both of these teams. Glenn, the Hawks have the Saints, the Fi, the Tuatara and the Nuggets for the Rams. They've got the Nuggets, the Sharks, the Nuggets again, and the Airs.
The last few seconds here. And there's a foul with 2 seconds remaining. And it's going to be Corbin Mason going to the Chemist Warehouse line.
Yeah, not bad, Jacob Murphy. Probably giving away a foot or thereabouts on big Corbin Mason. Well over 200 centimetres. And with 2.2, maybe that'll give the Hawks a chance to call a player timeout as well. Of course, every point counts. You have to keep shooting, you have to keep scoring with the way the ladder works. I think you'll see the Hawks call it here. They do. Jackson Ball straight away calls the player timeout. They'll advance here, and with 2.2 seconds to play, a chance to add to their 9-point margin.
Yeah, they've been going great, 60% from the field in this game. Jackson Ball, the leading scorer in the game with 15.
How good's he been tonight?
Yeah, he's been excellent in this game, hasn't he? See if he gets on court for the Cells NBL clash as well. Based on the first 3 games of the season, he will. Let's see what Hawke's Bay can cook up here.
Oh, great setup. Unlucky there for the Hawks. Really like the thinking. You can see Balon Casson and Jackson Ball having a laugh about it. Great win for the Hawks.
Yeah, 9-point win for them. And they were in control right from the start. They were up by 6 after the first quarter and never really threatened to lose the game. Jackson Ball finishing the leading scorer in the game with 15, 3 of them 3-pointers, 75% he shot in the game. And Kaya Isaac ended up being the leading point scorer with 13 for the Canterbury Rams. As we go through the rest of the Chemist Warehouse stats, Lavery, an excellent game with 4 assists. He was a really good support player. Even he only scored 1 free throw in the game, did Tanai Lavery. So there we are, folks. That is the Sky Rapid League, or Sky Broadband Rapid League game done between the Hawks and the Rams. Congratulations to the Hawks, 42-33. We'll be back in around 15 minutes for the Cells NBL clash between the 2 teams. So we hope you can join us then here on Sky Sport.
First, coming from Canterbury, 0, Tom. Number 1, James Hawke Jr. Number 3, Pettigrew Jr. Number 5, Captain Canterbury. Number 7, Walter Brown. Number 8, Tom Isaac. Number 11, Kyle Isaac. Number 15, Joshua Little. Number 20, Timothy Garrison. Number 21, Lauren Aldridge. Number 24, Gordon Mason. Join us on the grounds. Now please welcome to the court from your Taylor Hawks. Number 2, baloncesto. Number 3, Pettigrew. Number 7, Pettigrew Murphy. Number 9, Jackson Ball. Number 15, Tommy Ferguson. Number 20, Tyler Levery. Number 21, Ryan Moore. And your starting five for Taylor Hawks tonight, number 4, Zara Moore. 11, Jordan Napier. Number 22, Kevin Rasmussen. Number 23, Joshua Roberts. And number 35, Lucas Sutherland. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, make some noise for the Hawks. Umpire 1, second hand, umpire 2, Sergeant Wilson, and crew chief, Melanie O'Connor. In charge of all tonight's game. Countdown to the time, tolerance for tip-off here at Pettigrew Arena. As the Taylor Hawks take on the Canterbury Rams.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E.
Back to the moon. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my
Yeah, kia ora everybody. It's nice to have your company this evening for round 4 of the Cells NBL. We're at Rodney Green Arenas in Napier. It's the Hawke's Bay Hawks and the Canterbury Rams. These two teams played out a triple overtime thriller on this court last year, which you've just enjoyed highlights of if you were just watching Sky Sport just a moment ago. Boy, if we get a repeat of that, we're in for a treat this evening. Glenn Lama here, Justin Nelson alongside me, and these two teams have a nestled mid-table at the moment, Justin, but this Canterbury Rams team, the defending champs, of course, are going to be an interesting team with a couple of their imports back tonight. And look at that, in the mixandpick.com QR code poll right now, it's Canterbury, 66%. Gee, that's a healthy percentage. I would have expected it maybe to be a little bit closer than that.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? A very good evening to you. Great to be with you. And I was officially told late today that across the nation, I'm currently ranked number 3 on the mixandpick.com. So if you want to get in there and knock me off my perch, go right ahead. I think this will be a beauty tonight. As you said, triple overtime last year. Brooke Rusco and I are still waiting for our overtime payment from that game. It was quite amazing. There's the Cells NBL ladder as it sits at the moment. The Bulls, the only unbeaten team. The Sharks, officially their worst start ever in the history of the Cells NBL, 0-5, going down in a big way to the Tuatara last night. But of course tonight, it's all about the Hawks and the Rams. Yeah,
the Rams have made a bit of a slow start, winning just one of their 3 games, and they were humbled by the Auckland Tuatara in their last game. Hawke's Bay there settling into 5th place at the moment. And here are the results in round 4 so far. We've had comfortable wins to the home teams, Nelson, Franklin and Auckland Tuatara. Will that trend continue here with tip-off coming shortly?
Yeah, big chance, of course, for the Hawks tonight. 2-1 on the season. Giants have strengthened right up. I love the look of the Giants right now. And unfortunately, as we saw, the Sharks going down 5 losses to start the season at an average of 22.4 per game. Ouch.
So a couple of big ins here for Canterbury. Walker's still there after his 40-point haul the other night. Buffin Jr. comes in. KJ Buffin Jr. from Gainesville in Georgia. This is his first game for the Rams. Britt and Brown are still there, of course, and the other player back from Adelaide and the Hawks across in the Aussie NBL is Lachlan Olbrich. I'm sure he's going to have a big game tonight. And the coach, of course, Judd Flavel.
Hey, Coach, what do you think your team needs to do well tonight to get a win in the Hawks Den?
Oh, I think, you know, with us, we've got a kind of a group that's just, we've got some bigs back, and I guess tonight for us it's about finding our rhythm together. And, you know, I still feel, I said to our group today, it feels like we just started pre-season, or not started pre-season, started the season, and we're a few games deep, but really kind of, I guess, as quick as we can, try to fast-track that development into our chemistry and all those little nuances of the game that good teams have.
Awesome, Coach. Also, how do you rate your team's performance this season so far, and what do you think your team needs to improve on in order to get that repeat?
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously we've played 3 games, we've had a couple of losses. I really like the way that we've battled. You know, we've been sort of undermanned in a couple of those games, but, you know, that was the case, and so we get on with the job. But really like the effort levels. Execution can be a lot better. And I think this is something that, you know, it's going to be a big focus for us tonight and for the next weeks coming in.
Awesome, Coach. Hey, appreciate your time. Good luck for the game.
Yeah, Judd Flavel, 3rd season at the Rams. As we check out the Hawks lineup for this evening, not going to get too many surprises with their starting 5. Moore, Rasmussen, of course, an explosive backcourt, and Ngatai, Roberts and Sutherland all set to go.
Yeah, called their game last week against the Jets. Really like this unit. They're scoring big points inside the paint. Isaiah Moore, point guard, look out for him. He gets inside the paint to the hoop. You'll see that a lot tonight. And I reckon Coach Sam Gruggan would be very, very happy with the way his team is going. Let's have a chat with him.
Hey, Coach, close win last out against the Jets. What's been the focus this week in trainings as a result?
Yeah, I just think for us, it's just building more consistency on offense. I felt like we're pretty good getting points in paint, but for some reason we're not very good from the three-point line at the moment, because at practice we're excellent. So it's just about putting that together and just kind of getting familiar with our style of play and the shots we're looking for.
Awesome, Coach. Also, what does the team need to do well tonight to get a win against the defending champion, the Rams?
Yeah, without doubt, it's defense. I mean, they pose another threat to us in transition, so they're ranked third in offensive transition. So for us, it's just decreasing the frequency of how often they run and just knowing the scout really well. So honing into that over the last few days.
Awesome, Coach. Hey, good luck for the game. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, Sam Gruggan there, assistant coach, of course, at the Taipans in the Aussie NBL, getting a head coaching opportunity here in Hawke's Bay. Cool little crowd building up here in Napier. Tip-off coming shortly, and well, I've really enjoyed watching Keanu Rasmussen play and MJ Walker as well, and if those guys can get those seasoned averages up in this game, we're going to be in for a good night.
Yeah, we are. MJ Walker, 41 points last week against the Tuatara. He's the first man to go past the 40 so far this season. Rasmussen, great young prospect, isn't he? And he would be having certainly his name penciled in by Tall Blacks coach Pero Cameron at the moment as one to watch. Points in the paint, it's a big one for the Hawks. Interestingly, for the Rams across the Chemist Warehouse stats, they are down in about 6 or 7 categories compared to their championship year in 2023.
Yeah, really interesting stat there too. That's not on the score sheet there. As the Hawke's Bay are only shooting at 17% from three-point range this season. So it'll be interesting to see if they can improve that in this game. Well, one player they're going to have to stop in this game. We just saw him on those head-to-head stats. There is Taylor Britt, who's going at 5 assists this season. He's getting 21 points a game, shooting at 43% beyond the arc. He's having a good season. Let's find out more about Taylor Britt.
Taylor Britt, Papanui High School, 27 years old, and I've been with the team for 7 years now. Yeah, it was massive being at 31 years since we won the last one. I'd been involved with the team for a long time and we hadn't really got close, so it was a really great group of guys. Thought we earned it through a lot of hard work, and yeah, it meant a lot.
Talk to us a little bit about your game and sort of what you bring to the Rams.
Bring a lot of left-hand layups, try and give my shooters some shots, and a bit of leadership out there on the court. It's been difficult to come to grasp with, now the oldest, so I guess every year it's just, I guess, trying to pass on what I've learned from other guys when I was in their position.
Yeah, he's a key man, isn't he? Taylor Britt's in his 8th season.
One of the oldest. He's got a baby face though, hasn't he?
He does. He does. He definitely is the oldest in the team. Just going through the list there to see if he was correct. And that margin is widening.
Yeah, the Rams have jumped up a little bit there. Of course, if you want to take part, it's free. Just scan the QR code. There's some Sal's pizzas up for grabs, nice and easy. But at the moment,
Casey told me he won a pizza a couple of weeks ago.
He did. I don't know how he did it, but he certainly did win a Sal's pizza. And well, that's just like flies hanging around the honey pot with Casey Frank and a Sal's pizza.
Sam Pan is back to referee this game with Melanie O'Connor and Sasha Nicholson.
Saying just before, the Rams, looking back on their 2023 season, at the moment they are down on points per game. They're conceding more points per game. Their field goal percentage, three-point percentage, free throw percentage, all down against last year. Less rebounds, less steals, less assists.
Yeah, well, those are really interesting observations. And of course, throw in the fact they've got a brand new import in there, KJ Buffin, who's a young player. He's only 23, and his contract here is just a second in his pro career. He's had one in Finland. So, again, it's always going to be an adjustment for someone like him to come into a team like Canterbury.
Yeah, it is. Out of the University of Mississippi, University of Alabama. 15.7 rebounds a game in Kabrat in Finland. Had a pretty good season there, 201 centimetres. And importantly, Lockie Ulbrich also back in tonight. Of course, tragedy striking the Ulbrich family just hours after his first game on Kiwi soil back in round 1. Sadly, his father, Greg, passed away in Adelaide playing basketball, just 51 years of age, and Lockie rushed back and our thoughts are with the family. Great to have him back here. Great to have him back on court and doing what he loves.
He's a young player who played all the games for the Hawks this season in the Aussie NBL.
208 centimetres as well. He's a big young man, it should be said.
Josh Roberts, though, is right there as well. And in fact, it is going to be Roberts that wins the tip for the Hawks. So thank you for joining us here on the Cells NBL Clash. Should be a terrific night of basketball for you to enjoy. Here from Napier, Sutherland kicks it back to Isaiah Moore. Vicious pass into Roberts, and it's going to be Hawke's Bay possession. Just hit the leg there maybe of Brown.
Yeah, kick ball was the call, so should be a reset here on the shot clock.
Roberts again and bounds it. Here's Rasmussen. Oh, he lost the ball, stone cold out of court there, and it's going to be Rams ball.
Coach Sam Gregan let these Hawks starters play a lot of minutes last week and the week before in Isaiah Moore's first game. They're a good-looking unit.
And here's Albrecht posting up nicely there on Roberts. That's a good start for the young Australian.
Yeah, really good move in his only game so far this season. Lockie Albrecht, 15 points and 10 rebounds. He's one to watch.
Let's see what Hawke's Bay can do here through Moore again. It's that explosive pace we talked about in the pre-match. Natai. And now he's lost it out of court. In fact, it is going to be Hawke's Bay position still.
Thumbs up from Jordan Natai, the Prince of Porirua, with the Hawks. One of the rare few with the Hawks out of last season. Such a huge turnover for this team.
Sutherland took a tumble, but he's okay. Natai puts up a three-pointer. Good contest for the rebound, and there's going to be a foul there on the contest going against Canterbury.
Yeah, I think it's going against KJ Buffin, who goes in the books for his first foul on Kiwi soil. Be interesting to see how long he lasts tonight, Glenn. Plenty of imports coming into the competition. First night out. Hear a few whistles go against them, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Indeed. It won't be the first and won't be the last. And speaking of whistle, there's more. And that one's going to go against Jordan Natai off the ball.
Yeah, he's a little bit disappointed with that. Bit of a wry grin. There he is, Jordan Natai. Scored 47 points on this court against the Jets late last year, of course. And believe it or not, these two teams in 2023 played 4 overtime periods against each other.
Brown just getting the alley-oop pass, slightly wonky, but it didn't matter because Albrecht puts the 2 in anyway, and he's fouled.
Off to the Chemist Warehouse line for young Lockie Albrecht. Had a wonderful season with the Illawarra Hawks in the Aussie NBL. Young Aussie on the rise. Great to have him back tonight.
And he does complete the three-point play. So a solid start here for Canterbury. They're up by 5. And some full court pressure for the Hawks to deal with too.
Yeah, I like this. Rams 1 and 2 on the season, looking to come out with some aggression. They get it back.
Beautiful stuff there from Canterbury. They're off to the races. Excellent work there by Walker.
KJ Buffin, in fact, it is. That's his first points in the Cells NBL, big KJ Buffin. For a big man, he's got some hops, hasn't he?
Well, this
nice move.
Surprised the Hawke's Bay team, didn't it? Rasmussen hoping that he can bring the ball down court a little bit more with authority than the last time, as we see Rasmussen and Hawke's Bay turn it over. And here comes Britt. Walker. And now Buffin for 3.
Oh, back-to-back KJ Buffin. Welcome to New Zealand. Yeah. Timeout called by the Hawks.
What a start for Canterbury. Gee whiz, 10-0. The big donut against the Hawks.
What a start for KJ Buffin. Big loping steps to the basket off the steal. They were his opening points, and then this time sitting out in that deep left corner, able to nail the 3. Nothing better as an import in a new country, stepping out for the first time, getting your hands on the ball early, and importantly, getting some points. And look at this. Sam Gruggan has called his team in, given them an almighty rev up, and sent them straight back out, wasting no time.
Well, here's the crazy thing. Hawke's Bay have only put up one shot in the first minute and 48 seconds.
Turned it over 4 times.
Incredible. And Canterbury on the corresponding side have not missed, 4 from 4.
Yeah, hot
They've
start.
all been good looks too.
Really good looks. KJ Buffin, 2 of 2. Lockie Ulbrich, 2 of 2. Both at the rim for Ulbrich. Great crowd in attendance here tonight. Saturday night hoops in the Sal's NBL.
They've been shell-shocked, the home team, with the start. Been really hard work for them in these first 2 minutes. Here's Sutherland. Look at their hesitation. They're a little hesitant now, don't they? Moore. Nice play from Moore. That might kickstart Hawke's Bay into gear. Finally, they're on the board.
Yeah, he's got a turn of speed, Isaiah Moore. Good hesitation, can slow it down, can speed it up. Buffin and Ulbrich inside, some holding going on there against Rasmussen, giving up plenty of centimetres.
Another foul goes against the Hawks. That's their 3rd already. Ulbrich was taken out there by Keanu Rasmussen.
Almost in the wrong place at the wrong time, Keanu Rasmussen. He's got an important matchup with Walter Brown.
Brick coming around it. Brown again, that's Walter Brown. Ulbrich, good run around play. Another basket goes down for Canterbury. They are hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, he's such a sweet shooter. MJ Walker, 41 points last week against the Aucklanders. He was the saving grace for the Rams in that 12-point loss. And you look at that shot, nice height, nice extension, and nothing but net.
10-point margins restored, and Hawke's Bay turn it over again. And they're off to the races again. Buffin, 2 more.
What a start for him. 3 of 3 for KJ Buffin, 7 in the game, and this is a big start by the Rams.
Well, we've been waiting for them to really fire up in 2024. Those stats you mentioned earlier that are well behind 2023 are starting to get a little bit closer. Here's Sutherland. Now Moore again. Well, he nails the 3-pointer. Good work by Isaiah Moore, and they needed that desperately.
Yeah, that'll get the home crowd up and going earlier tonight. The Hawks with the win in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, of course.
Ulbrich. That's going to go against the Rams. Ulbrich.
Yeah, extended that left arm, hit Josh Roberts straight down the middle. There's that 3-pointer from Isaiah Moore. Nice look for him. Some early points tonight. He has been in red-hot form, the 24-year-old, 19 points a game.
So a stop there for Hawke's Bay. Can they capitalise by getting a basket? Moore doing it all by himself at the moment, and he's fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot a couple from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Yeah, contact down the arm from Taylor Brett. Just has a little bit of a look there on his right hand. He's at the Chemist Warehouse now. What an impression he's made too, Glenn, since coming into this team. 19 points, 5 assists.
His free throw shooting is a bit on the low side to start the season at 44%.
Sorry, I take that back. 21 points and 7 assists per game. He was 19 points and 5 assists in his senior year at the University of South Alabama. Taking a couple of points off him here is a little bit unfair, and he's started well tonight.
Walter Brown. Ulbrich. They go baseline here on Roberts. Good defense by Roberts, no foul, and they get the ball to Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, did really well there, Josh Roberts. Young man, big defender, presence inside the paint, having a bit of a laugh, but importantly, since that time out and that rev up from coach Sam Gruggan, the Hawks have stepped it up defensively.
Moore. Nice ball rotation to Rasmussen. Going to get that 3-pointer. Here comes Taylor Britt. Working off. Another offensive foul there.
And against, defense rewarded. This is exactly what the Hawks have picked up in the last couple of minutes. Shell-shocked at the start. There's that push-off with the right arm. well picked up by Melanie O'Connor, the most experienced official in the Sal's NBL. Defense rewarded. Good signs for the Hawks as they try and overcome this slow start tonight.
Well, the lead was 10. Still a healthy margin for Canterbury. As Rasmussen comes down court. Sutherland. Still the starting five out there for the Hawks. Sutherland thought about a three-pointer. And that will be goaltending. It's going to be 2 points there for the Bay.
Well, one official's called a foul. Certainly the Hawks were signalling for goaltending. It is going to be 2 shots, though, from the Chemist Warehouse.
Going to be Lucas Sutherland, the New Yorker.
Coach Sam Grogan was definitely with you, though.
Yeah.
Glenn, he wanted the easy 2 there. And you can see why.
Sutherland. This is his rookie pro season. Great opportunity, isn't it? You come out of college and your first pro contract is all the way down in Hawke's Bay.
And he's going at just under 16 points a game. He's probably flown under the radar a little bit. Missed both on that occasion, but he'll play a big part tonight.
Walker. Good strong rebound right there from Josh Roberts. That was impressive.
Yeah, he's really good off the glass, Josh Roberts. He's going at 12 rebounds a game.
Flew in there, didn't he? Now he gets the ball from Isaiah Moore. Can't get the little basket to fall, and here comes Canterbury again with Walker Jr. Goldbrick. Canterbury looking to keep the pace of the game high. Good offensive rebound taken by the Rams, and the 3 goes in from Lockie Albrecht.
Yeah, Tama Isaac, who's just come onto the floor, kept that one alive, missed his shot, but got the rebound and set up the 3-pointer. Well done, young man, 17 years of age.
Rasmussen tries to fade away, doesn't drop. Strong rebound taken by Buffin. Canterbury's lead has been as big as 12 at one point in this first quarter. They're hanging tough. Judd Flavel's side. Hang on. Yeah.
He'll get it back here. Yeah, Judd Flavel spoke about it in the pre-game when he was talking on the scene ahead of tonight's clash, and just the fact that his team needs to find some rhythm, needs to work a few things out. 1 and 2 coming into this one, and they've certainly stepped out with a purpose so far tonight.
Isaac. Nice spin move.
Oh, young man. Look at that. Tama Isaac. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. I mean, he's taking on 2 imports there, Josh Roberts and Isaiah Moore. Great signs for young Tama Isaac.
So he's going to go to the line for a 3-point play. Been getting 21 minutes a game, 5 points per game. Gets a 3-point play for Canterbury, who stretched their lead again. Palm Isaac, good play from him.
In the shadows of his older brother, Kaya no more. Tama Isaac carving out his own minutes and doing some good things.
Sutherland almost lost the ball. He's managed to keep it more. Canterbury's defence has been watertight in this game so far. Moore, no space for him. Finally got the pass, still can't get the basket in there. The Hawke's Bay Hawks, and down court come Canterbury again.
Yeah, Tommy Ferguson inside, getting some early minutes in this one.
14-point game, not going to be 16. And Sutherland's fouled whilst trying to get that ball.
KJ Buffin, I think, has picked up the foul here. That'll be his second, just reaching in over the top. Not a lot in that, to be fair. And imports always seem to learn some quick lessons in the Sal's NBL. Buffin sitting with 2 fouls, unlucky. And
was there a technical foul there?
no, it was team fouls, so at the line for 2. Sutherland at the Chemist Warehouse. Certainly looked that way at first, didn't it? Everyone staying out of the rebounding lanes.
Exactly. Sutherland gets that first free throw in for him. 1 from 4 from the Chemist Warehouse line. It's back to a 13-point game.
I think Sutherland just dashed down to the line to take his shots, left everybody behind.
Ulbrich was feeling it before from the three-point line. Now, here's a transition play from the Bay. Ferguson calls the engines as Jordan Natai.
Oh, he had a look then too.
Moore. Natai, nice fake from beyond the arc and a good strong drive, and he's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. That's one thing that's been of evidence in the game. We talked about it, the explosive backcourt with Rasmussen and with Moore, and they've been kept very quiet in the game so far.
Yeah, they have. The Hawks ranked #1 in the league for points inside the paint at 56. Young Tama Isaac just copped a knock to the chin there. That's why he's down behind play at the moment.
There's no Max Darling tonight either for Canterbury.
Yeah, out with concussion. It's a situation to keep an eye on at the moment. Came back from concussion last week, Max Darling, and midway through the second quarter after a collision with Rob Lowe, left the floor, and we didn't see him again in the game, and he's out again due to concussion. So an unfolding story there. He'll be watching on tonight. We hope you're well, Max. Hope you're recovering well, and certainly not just Canterbury fans, but all of us across the Sal's NBL. We hope to see you back on the floor very, very soon. He's a young star, still only 24 years of age, I think, Max Darling, and certainly the Rams need his presence in season 2024 as Natai converts both.
12-point game. Just under 3 to play in this first quarter. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of the Sal's NBL match. Kaya Isaac is out there now, gets his own rebound and puts it back in.
Like the younger brother. Just stepped onto the floor for Tama, who's left the court after a knock to the face. Out comes Kaya and delivers the goods.
Moore. Going to do it more on his own at the moment. He looks like he's just got that the weight of responsibility on his shoulders playing like that at the moment. Here's Ulbrich. Nice left-handed move. That's a strong move there.
6 points in the game now for Lockie Ulbrich.
Sutherland looks to up the pace. Isaac, beautiful skills from him there. Tong, outlets, that's great play right there. Oh, the block from Natai was special.
Getting up, Jordan Natai, season number 11, just flicks that away.
Bay needed that too as Moore goes baseline. That's a good pass from him, and Ferguson helps himself to 2 points.
Yeah, 7 dimes a game, Isaiah Moore, and we're going to see a lot more of that tonight.
There's Walter Brown. Can't nail that one.
Had a slow start to the season, Walter Brown, coming off championship win, of course, in Tasmania. That was a good pass, but equally great block.
Yeah, it was an exciting period of play from both teams.
Hawks shooting at 25% on the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet. Rams at 60%.
Always foul putting that shot up. Back to the Chemist Warehouse line, he will go.
8 games with the Iowa Wolves in the NBA G League in the season just past. Nice pickup by GM Jared Kenny. In fact, he was out here for the start of the season, Glenn, and just a slight knock to the ankle kept him out of game 1 against the Five. Of course, the Hawks went down by 21 in that game, and Jared Kenny had to step out on the floor and play another season.
Wonderful to see him again this year.
I think season number 22, believe it or not.
It's incredible, isn't it? Ulbrich, lead back to 12. It's been around 12-11 for a while now. Ulbrich, who's been one of the stars of this first quarter. Can't nail that one, but there's a foul, I think, by Natai there.
Yeah, off the rebound, and he's not happy about it either, battling for the ball. He can show his emotion at times, Jordan Natai, giving the coin officials, Melanie O'Connor there, a decent old stare as he leaves the floor as well. Hawke Olbrich, though, 208 centimetres, and just the handles of the young man to make position there, quite outstanding. Here he is at the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, he's been the star of this first quarter, hasn't he? That's 11 points for that free throw going in. Got a three-pointer as well.
Welcome back to New Zealand.
Yeah, look, he's going great. He's got that look in his eye, hasn't he? 14-point game. So Hawke's Bay needs something here with less than a minute to play. Rasmussen over to Sutherland. Sutherland's going to take Tong on. Lane closes quickly. More for three. Oh, yes, that's a great shot. 10 metre beyond the arc there.
10 points for him.
Desperately needed that, the Bay. Should get the ball back for one more play following this one. Tong again. Nice baseline move to Brown.
Walter Brown throws it down. Back cut off the wing, rewarded for it.
Reckons he was fouled as well. Here's Moore. Nice ball movement. Here's Rasmussen for three. Yes!
First points in the game for Keanu Rasmussen. The Hawks need him firing, margin back to 10.
Here's the last play of the quarter. Olbrich. And he lays it in, waits that beautifully. Excellent finish to the quarter for Olbrich. He's finished with 14 points as Canterbury take a healthy 12-point margin at the end of the first quarter. It is 30 points to 18. Well, it's all Canterbury after the first quarter here of the Cells NBL clash. It's 30 points to 18, and they dominated the start of the game. They raced out to a 10-0 lead before Moore finally got going near the end of that quarter. That three-pointer got them back into the game somewhat, but then Brown with that dunk, reckons he was fouled as well.
Probably has a case there too with Jackson Ball coming in over the top. Here's another look at it. Oh, Walter Brown needs some confidence too. Really good sign for him. What a start by the Rams tonight. Dominating the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet, by the way. 57% shooting compared to 41%. Rebounds are 10-7 in favour of the Rams. Hawke Olbrich, 14 points on 71% shooting in that first quarter.
Moore is the leading scorer for Hawke's Bay with 10. Here is Olbrich. Oh, yes, nicely read there by Sutherland. And that's what the Hawke's Bay Hawks needed. Early turnover in this quarter. Can they capitalise, though? Here's Isaiah Moore. Sutherland. Again, not much movement off the ball there for the Hawke's Bay. So they went for the low percentage three-pointer. Again, good defence by the Canterbury Rams.
Just 1 point for Sutherland so far tonight. Roberts yet to score. Nartai with 2 points.
And who's that come off? It's going to be Hawke's Bay ball.
Jordan Ngatai also sitting at the moment with 2 fouls. He's the only foul concern for the Hawks. For the Rams, Taylor Britt, just 4 minutes 27 in that opening quarter. He's yet to score. He's sitting with 2 fouls as well.
Jacob Murphy out there now too for Hawke's Bay. Haven't looked comfortable really at any stage on the offensive end, the Hawke's Bay Hawks. They just can't crack this defense. Here's Murphy for 3. That was almost in. Great offensive rebound by Josh Roberts. Give him a bonus point for that.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They average 8 offensive rebounds per game. Second chance points, not a big thing for them. In fact, more so for the Rams. They go at nearly 15 points, second chance points. There's Kaya Isaac misses, but good signs there for Josh Roberts at the other end.
Now Roberts needs to get the ball into his hands. Sutherland. Long ranger again from Moore, and this time Brown gets the rebound. Here's Tong. New Zealand 3x3 rep.
Yeah, good to see him back in the country. Team made the semi-finals in the Olympic qualifiers. Just missed out on going to the Olympics.
Brown for 3. And it's Farrenson can't get the rebound.
Played in the Sky Broadband Rapid League earlier tonight. Tucky Farrenson. A win for the Hawks. The young Hawks as well, Glenn. They were very impressive.
Well coached.
Got some good players coming up, haven't they?
Well coached. Very impressed with how they played at both ends of the court in that game for sure.
Jackson Ball dominated that one.
Ball had some time out on court, and tell you what, they've finally broken down the Canterbury defense there.
Well, Judd Flavel's seen enough. Josh Roberts, he had the caravan and the campfire out there. He was in there waiting for that pass along. So look at this, all by himself, no one near him. And an easy basket for Josh Roberts, back-to-back for him. And all of a sudden, the Hawks just starting to find their groove. Saturday night hoops in the NZNBL here in Hawke's Bay. Great crowd in attendance. And things just tighten up a little bit.
Interesting to see Judd Flavel not muck around by calling that timeout. Didn't like what he saw in those 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Tell you what, I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment. That large cheese pizza for 25. Give me some of that on a Saturday night.
Yeah, just 25 bucks. Putting the QR codes on screen is very useful, I've got to say.
Well, it makes it easy for Casey Frank, I've got to tell you. He's a big lover of the cells. Always sharing the story of being able to down a couple of those in one sitting. He'll be back on Hoopheads this week, Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Brooke Rusco and the team. A bit of fun and frivolity. Enjoy that every week. Cells Hoopheads. Back to 8.
Yeah, 4 points to 0 so far in this quarter to Hawke's Bay. We'll see what reaction. See Sutherland called for a foul immediately there. See what reaction Canterbury can provide. Sutherland looked like he was playing the innocent party there, but you know, the referee was right there. Albrecht.
Taylor Britt back on the floor here.
Albrecht. Get a foul out of Josh Roberts.
Looked a little bit awkward, didn't it? Like 2 big giraffes locking horns. The big fella's inside. And Albrecht has come to play tonight. Great to have him back into the country, of course. Saw him in round 1. He's a competitor, fierce competitor too, this young man. We saw that on display through the Aussie NBL with Illawarra. Had some big games. Here he is at the Chemist Warehouse strike. What's that? Point number 15.
He's absolutely going great. That was now 16 points. Bad, he scored 15 in that game against the Giants back in late March in round 1, and he's already exceeded that here.
It's a good sign too, Glenn. Of course, they missed a big body against Rob Lowe last week.
Moore again for three. Yes, another three-pointer for him. That's his fourth of the game. Here is Albrecht again. Nice play again. He just can't be stopped at the moment.
Yeah, just having his way inside, and the Rams are just going to keep going back to him, and as they should, up to 18. Just 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Roberts double team, no whistle. Now there is whistle.
In good hands defensively. Taylor Britt first, and then Lockie Albrecht second.
Roberts was no doubt that he was fouled there, but he didn't get the call. Here's a three-pointer again. Moore's going to have to start heating up.
He's made his presence felt, hasn't he, coming into this Hawks team. 21 points a game, 7 assists, 3 steals as well. He's active, plays both ends of the floor. Real energizer bunny for this Hawks team.
Artai. Again, Canterbury's defence tightening right up. Napier trying to create something. Roberts with those long arms. Good scramble for the ball. And finally Canterbury come up with it through Walker. Walker working off Albrecht. That's a good strong move, and he's fouled. And we'll go to the line, Chemist Warehouse line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, Lucas Sutherland with the foul, and MJ Walker, just 2 points for him so far tonight, but we know he can get going very, very quickly, coming off a 41-point game. Love it when he's aggressive. We know he can shoot from outside. He's good for 4 or 5 triples a game, but his turn of speed and aggression to the basket, good sign for the Rams.
Walker at the line. It's interesting though, isn't it? 41 points in the last game, but with Buffin and Albrecht back in there, so the reliance on him to score those 40 points is probably not as high.
Yeah, a bit of a different look, isn't it? Wheeler Motor Company, Canterbury Rams and the Taylor Hawks. As we said earlier, 4 overtime periods between these two teams last year. They played a triple overtime game here on this floor, and then of course had that overtime game. Oh, Sutherland for 3. Had that overtime game at the final 6 that ended in quite dramatic fashion. The Rams getting through. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay here. Nice basket, Lucas Sutherland. And then of course the Rams went all the way, went on and won the championship.
They did great right at the end of the season, didn't they? Albrecht. Canterbury looking to reassert their dominance. Britt. He probably maybe could have taken the shot there. Now that's come off the leg there of one of the Canterbury players. Buffin. It's going to be Hawke's Bay ball.
Yeah, certainly not intentional. Knocked off his leg, and I think that's what Judd Flavel's saying on the sidelines at the moment. It was completely accidental, knocked down onto his leg. Yeah, Taylor Britt in 2 minds. We don't often see that. He's an explosive guard who can get to the rack, and just passed up the shot on that occasion.
Rasmussen very quiet in the game so far. Maybe that might spark him up. He misses that, and Brown's got it. Away come Canterbury on the break. Walker. Yes, he's going to lay that in, and he's going to go to the line for a 3-point play.
Aggression last 2 times down the floor for MJ Walker. Good signs if you're a Rams fan.
Well, they started quietly in this quarter, as you recall, folks, with Hawke's Bay getting the first 4 points. Judd Flavel called that timeout, and they have just sharpened up again, haven't they, since?
Busy Sunday coming up in the Sal's NBL. Flying the Sharks tomorrow afternoon. Both of those teams desperately looking for a win. Sharks had a shocker last night, it must be said, in Auckland. Went down by 40. Chance to bounce back tomorrow against the Fire. And then, of course, the Saints in the Airs tomorrow night from the Capital Glen. What a showdown that's going to be.
Yeah, flip a coin for that one. That's what we want to see. Walker completed the 3-point play just there. to an 11-point margin. Here's Sutherland. Again, not quite clicking on the offensive end, are they, Hawke's Bay, right now? Rasmussen. So it's just ended up being a lot of one-on-one plays like that.
Great defense, Kai Isaac. Stood his ground, stayed straight, stayed in his cylinder, rewarded.
Buffin kicks it across to Kai Isaac. Roberts with the rebound for the Hawks.
Big start for KJ Buffin tonight. 7 points, hasn't missed a shot yet. 3 rebounds as well, and a steal.
Rasmussen, high off the glass, doesn't drop, but he is fouled. There's another foul, it looks like, on Buffin.
We thought he had 2 in the opening quarter. His second, by the looks of it, was put onto Taylor Britt. So on the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet in front of us, that's his second foul.
Keanu Rasmussen.
What a pickup he's been, Glenn. Just flew under the radar, and Hawks GM Jared Kenny scooped him up. Father's a Kiwi. Of course, he's with the Adelaide 36ers in the Aussie NBL and qualifies as a New Zealander, more importantly.
100%. Golden, those sort of players, aren't they? Holbrook going baseline. Yeah, looked like he took steps there, and the officials have caught that one. Still having a wonderful game is Holbrook. Leading all scorers in the game at the moment is Lockie Holbrook with 18.
Getting back to Keanu Rasmussen, they certainly are golden when they come in and go at 26 points a game.
Absolutely. Development player with the 36ers this year, Rasmussen. Giving Roberts a chance. Not going to roll in. Strong rebound by Aiden Tong. Now Britt. Isaac, good ball rotation.
Look
Walker
out
for 3. Oh, more but fortunate. Good pass down court. Here's Sutherland. Roberts.
Good
Nice play from the Hawks.
Yeah, good play, end to end. MJ Walker unable to convert for the Rams. That won't last long. And the Hawks come back the other way. Good basket to basket, rim running stuff from Josh Roberts.
Well, the margin's back to 8. This is the smallest margin it's been for a little while, Justin. And, you know, Hawke's Bay got to believe now that get a stop here, stop there as we close in towards half-time, that they can just get within touching distance now of the Rams. And there's an opportunity, almost an easy opportunity as Sutherland smashes it home.
And again, the running, we saw it last time down the court. We've seen it again. Good defense. They get a turnover. Rasmussen, terrific pass, heads up stuff. And again, just basket to basket. Look who's with him. Josh Roberts, Lucas Sutherland, rim running, working hard out of defense, getting down the floor, creating opportunities. And all of a sudden, this Hawks team starting to find flight. They're 2-1 on the season. They've got some confidence. The young players are doing well. We're seeing that through the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And the imports gelling, they're starting to find their feet. Great work, all 3 of them getting up the floor on that occasion.
A bit of energy in that Hawks lineup now. They've cut that 12-point deficit that was in place at the end of the first period. Cut it in half now. And they're giving Judd Flavel and the other coaches in the Rams plenty to think about in this timeout. Just got to take care of the ball. I mean, that was a sloppy turnover from their perspective right there, Justin.
The Rams, yeah, absolutely.
6 turnovers in the game to them now.
They average 12 turnovers a game. Shout out to the fans tonight here in Hawke's Bay. Terrific crowd. We saw a sellout in Auckland last night for the Tuatara. Big numbers. The Giants, of course, on Wednesday night, their 22nd sellout in a row. Amazing things happening down there in Nelson. Great to see. And the Bulls, 4-0, top of the ladder at the moment in the Cells NBL, and they've been getting some good crowds as well.
They certainly have. Now, let's see. Last time we had a timeout, we saw a really good response from the Rams, and That was Walker really showing some strength there down the lane.
Up to 9 points.
Rasmussen. Sutherland trying to set more a screen, couldn't get so. Now Sutherland for three. Oh, that's unlucky.
Well, that's gone around the world 3 times.
Yeah. I always say you can give them 1.5 points for that. Well, Walker didn't nail it, and that's a good rebound on the weak side by Moore, and he's fouled there surely by Britt.
You think that should be a rule? If it goes around the rim 2 or 3 times and bounces out, you get something for it?
You should, really. I mean, look, if you put up the shot,
I think it's harder to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, exactly. Yeah.
I love your thinking.
Yeah, it's a funny old thing, isn't it? Physics and kinetic energy. Here is Sutherland.
Too complex for me.
Exactly. Moore. Sutherland. It's Rasmussen. Roberts trying to give him some space. Moore for three. And it's Olbrich with the rebound.
What about the pass from Isaiah Moore there?
Walker! Starting to look menacing.
Yeah, this is nice, MJ Walker. There's the slip and nice little hand there to Isaiah Moore. Wasn't too far away with the shot, but back down the other end, MJ Walker, as we said, coming off a huge game personally for him last Sunday with a 41 piece. And he's doing his damage at the rack tonight. Showing some aggression, taking contact, and he's back at the Chemist Warehouse again. He's been there a few times tonight.
This is his third visit, and he gets his free throw in again. Remains at 100% in that statistical category. He's got 11 points in the game now.
Well, not only is he at 100%, Glenn, the team 11 of 11 from the Chemist Warehouse strike tonight.
It's a great stat, isn't it, when you see that as a coach? 3 points on offer, you might as well take him. Rasmussen, that's a tough three-point attempt. Good strong rebound there, Walter Brown. Love that play.
Especially when they've been going at 69% from the line this season as well.
It's Isaac getting himself free for a three-pointer. Can't nail it. Olbrich with an offensive board. No foul. He reckons he was fouled. Here's Sutherland. Maybe Hawke's Bay got away with one there.
Well, might even have been calling for goaltending as well. Judd Flavel animated on the sidelines.
Oh, misses a basket that he probably would have nailed in normal circumstances. Now Olbrich makes them pay at the other end of the court. It's back to a 10, 12-point margin. Hawke's Bay gone cold.
Well, young Jacob Murphy there saw the big frame of Lockie Olbrich coming towards him. And, yeah, let's just say the young man decided to keep his feet planted and stay out of the way. GJ Gardnerhome's replay, there it is right there. There's not only a fair size difference there, but just a few kilos as well.
How many times do we see this in basketball where a team gets down early to a big margin, then makes a little bit of a run, cuts the lead in half, as I touched on it the last time out, only for the other team to respond. And that's one thing Canterbury done very well in this first half in this game, Justin, is that off the timeouts that Judd Flatt was called, they have responded.
Yeah, and they've done it through MJ Walker. Really impressed with his game. We know he can shoot from outside. He's been lighting it up so far in the Sal's NBL, but tonight he's changed it up. He's getting to the rack. He's putting his head down, turn of speed, taking the defense on. Really good part of his game. No doubt the scout would have been coming in. Watch this guy on the arc. Watch him shooting from long range. He's changed it up tonight, and he has certainly got the Rams back up and running in this second quarter.
Olbrich has 20 points, and Walker, you just mentioned there, has 11. Isaiah Moore with 13 is the leading scorer for Hawke's Bay. Roberts. Sutherland. Again, no gaps anywhere for Hawke's Bay.
Good defense.
It's been a real feature of the game so far. Rasmussen, shot clock losing seconds. Good response there from Josh Roberts. For Hawke's Bay, he has 8. And that's his 5th rebound too. Walker can't nail the layup. Here comes Sutherland. Fancy behind the back there from Lucas Sutherland. And now more. Roberts. Rasmussen's had it pinched out of his hands. I think he's fouled there. Oh, Hawke's Bay maybe should have got that one in, Justin.
Excellent work, Isaiah Moore. Had the old shake and bake. Threw it up there for Josh Roberts, who just mistimed it. Had a chance on the putback as well. Would have been an exciting finish for the Hawks in the end. Keanu Rasmussen involved as well. It will be a Hawks ball heading down towards half-time, and they're just hanging in there at the moment.
That was only his 2nd foul, and a poor pass. Oh, gee, that's unlucky on Albrook right there. That worked out so well for Hawke's Bay.
Just nowhere to go in the end. The big man, head of steam, just couldn't pull out of that one. And look at Keanu Rasmussen just turn his body to the side to brace for impact. Quick reflex.
And another foul is given up by Canterbury. So Moore. Eye off the glass, that's a lovely finish.
Yeah, up and over, outstretched Walter Brown as well. Really good finish from Isaiah Moore. Inside the last minute now.
Albrook out to Walker. Sutherland gets another rebound. And off he goes, Lucas Sutherland. Here's Murphy from the corner. Got his radar off, but got the ball back. Sutherland for 3 this time. Canterbury have it, and a whistle. What's happening here?
And Sutherland may be lucky as well. Just ran straight through MJ Walker off that pass. And I think that's what MJ Walker's having a chat about at the moment to Sam Pan. Not sure if he's been called for a flop warning there, but gee, it was heavy impact. Be very unlucky if that's the case. Still having words about it at the moment. I reckon the Rams unlucky. And maybe Lucas Sutherland got away with one as Kobe Kara comes on. Both teams still have their player timeout, by the way.
As we come up to half-time now. Kaya Isaac. We'll soak up some time off the game and shot clock. Turned over.
Great hands.
Moore. Looking for that foul, not going to get it. Tong, that's a good rebound. He's picked up some big rebounds as we see Walter Brown call that player timeout.
Yeah, smart move, Walter Brown. Knew it straight away. They'll advance the ball here. We'll get a little bit more time on the clock, I would think. And the Rams with a chance to go into the break with a margin of 8 points or more. Great hands, Isaiah Moore. Averaging 3 steals a game. Just couldn't reward himself at the other end. Now it looks like there'll only be 1 second on the clock here, so I thought there may have been a little bit more than that.
Oh, 1 second, still enough time to put up a shot.
We've seen teams win it on this floor with half a second, believe it or not. In controversy, mind you.
And it is going to be Walker for the 3, and it's not to be. As we see Canterbury complete a pretty solid half of Sal's NBL basketball here in Napier, and they deservedly take a good lead into the major break. It is an 8-point margin, and it's Canterbury up 45-37. Well, we're in Napier for round 4 of the NZNBL. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the game. If you're a Canterbury Rams fan, you certainly will be after a pretty good first half. 45-37 for the defending champions, and they have looked solid right off the bat when they raced out to a 10-0 lead, and that's been justification really for our mixandpick.com prediction this evening, which is going at the moment.
Yeah, viewer poll hasn't changed too much. Certainly was in favour of the Rams at the start and continues to be in favour of the Rams. If you want to have a go, scan that QR code and there's some pizzas up for grabs with thanks to Sal's. Chemist Warehouse stats to half-time. What a start tonight by Lockie Aldrich in that first quarter, and then it was MJ Walker with some aggression in that second term. Isaiah Moore has been the star so far for the Hawks. Josh Roberts, Lucas Sutherland starting to get going. Roberts off the glass. Walter Brown has stepped up and done some nice things as well.
Yeah, a couple of rebounds with authority. But yes, Roberts, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and now Sutherland, as you said, just starting to get a bit more impact into the game towards the latter end, and they're going to need players like him and Rasmussen in particular to start to really get a bit hotter.
Yeah, Rasmussen's just 4 points for the game, shooting 1 of 7. Nartai, 2 points for the game, both at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. The Hawks shooting at 35%. Have actually had one more shot in the game than the Rams. The Rams going at 44%. Impressively for the Rams at the Chemist Warehouse stripe tonight, a perfect 11 of 11.
Yes, one thing too the Chemist Warehouse stats maybe doesn't pick up is it feels like Justin Hawke's Bay have been really needing to earn their baskets. They haven't been getting many cheap or free baskets in this game.
Yeah, tougher to come by, there's no doubt about that. But having said that, I think they would be happy to be within 8 at the half. Don't count this Hawks team out. They've got a big crowd behind them tonight. And I think they're going to come out with a head full of steam in this third quarter.
Well, we'll see if that is the case, and that third quarter is coming up right after this. We're not too far away from the start of the second half here between the Hawks and the Rams in round 4 of the NZNBL for 2024. Just a reminder that Hawke's Bay have won 2 of their 3 games, sit in 5th place on the ladder at the moment. Canterbury, the defending champions, of course, 1 win and 2 losses. They sit in 8th, but they have been the team that's been calling the shots in this first half. They got out to a great lead, 10-0. As we check out the ladder again, Canterbury really do need a win to stay in touch with, you know, the likes of the Nelson Giants. They won't want to fall too much further off the pace, and so far they've been doing an excellent job of getting their second win.
Yeah, led by 12 at quarter time tonight. The Hawks won the second quarter 19-15. Some highlights here. MJ Walker, what a start he is. Isaiah Moore was doing it back the other way for the Hawks. He was involved in everything early, had his fingerprints all over it for the home team. But Lockie Ulbrich was the man who got the Hawks tangled up in that first quarter, got off to a great start for the Rams. And as we said, Isaiah Moore, plenty of points himself as well. He's got a great turn of speed. Walter Brown with a highlight early in this one, throwing it down. Great back cut off the wing. They've come to play tonight, there's no doubt about that. The Rams, just 1 win from their opening 3 games. Lost their last 2. And that man right there is the one they need to stop for mine, Isaiah Moore. Lucas Sutherland got going in that second quarter as well. They had a purple patch, didn't they, the Hawks, where they had some great offensive transition, and they're down by 8 at the half. Interesting path ahead, Glenn, for these 2 teams. They both play on Anzac Day in round 5. What a huge day that'll be, day and night in the NZNBL. The Hawks travel to the capital to take on the Saints. That'll be a full house down there. Daunting place when there's 4,000 Saints fans screaming at you. And the Rams head further south. They take on the Nuggets next Thursday as well. What a huge day and night, as I said, that'll be in the NZNBL.
Yeah, always love the Canterbury Otago local derby clash for sure.
I think it'll be a full house.
Oh yeah, so look, there are the matches to come. We mentioned those matches on Thursday, but before then, of course, we've got games coming up. The Fire and the Sharks, the Saints and the Airs. That's going to be a ripper. Got a nice little double header coming this week in Wellington, haven't we? And then the Tuatara, who have been pretty hot in the last couple of games. They're going to be sharpening their pencils with their Auckland rivals, the Franklin Bulls, coming.
Well, I'll tell you what, for Aucklanders, north, south, east, west, it was a full house last night, the Tuatara against the Sharks. You need to get your tickets for that one. Wednesday night, the Bulls are top of the table, and let me tell you, I've been following social media over the last couple of days. The lid's off. The lid is off at the Stockyard. They're 4-0. They're telling everybody about it. They take on the Tuatara next week on the North Shore on Wednesday night. You need to pack that place out, NZNBL fans. That will be a huge night of basketball.
Yeah, looking forward to that game. So some really tantalising matchups coming this week, but we still have plenty of good action to come in this game.
Saints at the Airs tomorrow night, by the way. Who are you going for?
I'll go for the Saints. You're asking a Wellington boy.
You and thousands of others as well. That'll be a full house.
Here's Moore with Hawke's Bay having the first possession of the third quarter. Really can't afford a repeat of what happened in quarter number 1. Hawks, and again, Canterbury's defence is looking super good.
Shot clock at 4.
Ngatai can't get a good shot away, and that's clever play from Jordan Ngatai there, throwing it on to Ulbrich.
And took a lot of contact as well. Unlucky not to get a whistle there, Jordan Ngatai. Got to come out and start aggressively here, the Hawks.
Buys himself another 14 seconds. Rasmussen. Shot clock expires.
Yeah, mustn't have hit the ring. There's no complaints on that first shot. So they were certainly aware that they didn't have a lot of time left. So it looked like there was a reset, but there wasn't. And in the end, the Hawks come up short.
Ulbrich Look at the space for Buffin, can't nail it. Oh, Albrook goes in and grabs himself 2 more points.
Yeah, Lockie Albrook, that's exactly as he started tonight. 22 in the game. Danger signs there for the Hawks.
That was awesome. Oh, finding a way, no way.
Lockie.
Slap it out of there.
He's not having any of that tonight. Lockie Albrook back into the country. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. He picked that one off from a long, long way away, and lets Isaiah Moore know all about it.
Natai, no space again for him. Sutherland. Hawke's Bay really doing it tough at the moment. Albrook gets the rebound.
Great defense, KJ Buffin.
All of these Canterbury players have been... Oh, slap it out of there again. Sutherland this time. Here comes Natai. Lucas Sutherland, big play from him. Roberts trying to get the rebound, can't get so. Here's Natai picking up the loose ball.
It's been all about defense to start this third quarter. Blocks at both ends of the floor.
Rasmussen needs to put the one up. He can't get the three-pointer. Here's Britt. Walker with a quick 3. Roberts rebounds for the Hawks.
Rasmussen 1 of 4 from downtown tonight, 1 of 8 shooting overall.
He's having a tough night, isn't he? Here he is wide open for a 3. He misses again. Brown gets the rebound.
I like it though, good look. He's got to keep taking those shots. They will drop eventually.
And we know he can nail them. Remember, Rasmussen has been going at a very good percentage all season, 26 points. Well short of that this game though. Here's Britt. Here's Albrook again. He's having a whale of a game.
Too big, too strong. He's been the difference so far in this one, and that lead back out to 12. He's got 24 points tonight, game high.
Hawke's Bay haven't scored in this quarter yet. It's not going to count that one from Josh Roberts.
Yeah, straight over the top of Lockie Albrook. Can't do much wrong at the moment. The big Aussie.
Hawke's Bay again, 2 minutes and 22 seconds without scoring since half-time. And that will be even longer now with Canterbury in possession. Buffin, here's Brown. Albrook's taken up possession, but illegally it's going to be a foul.
KJ Buffin with the offensive foul, and very, very fortunate for the Hawks then, because Lockie Albrook on the seal down low had made great position, and the pass was about to be sent his way for what would have been an easy basket. KJ Buffin with that offensive foul off the ball. And we've just got another stop here.
A bit of sweat on the floor. Tell you what, they must have been getting close to the 5 seconds as well. But we're really struggling to inbound it. Keanu Rasmussen. Moore being marked by Brown. Here's Roberts. A little 10-foot jump shot is good.
He moves up to 10 points in the game to go with his 8 rebounds and 2 blocks.
Albrook. Good defense by Roberts. Posts up now, Albrook. And a turnover. That's better from the Bay. Here comes Sutherland. Nice follow-up there from Keanu Rasmussen.
Great help defense from Lucas Sutherland. Won it back for the Hawks, and doesn't matter how you get your points, how you get your baskets. Sometimes it can be fortuitous, and it was on that occasion for Keanu Rasmussen, and hopefully that gets him going. The Hawks need him.
Britt. Strong move from him, but again, well defended by the Bay. Great pass from Natai. Sutherland. Here's Moore. He's off target.
Oh, that would have been big for the Hawks. Back-to-back baskets. Taylor Britt yet to score in this game.
He's only put up 1 shot too, Justin.
Yeah, I think that last drive to the basket was his 2nd shot of the game. It's been a tough one for the Rams captain. We had a chat with him before the game, of course, and he's the elder statesman in this team, believe it or not. Have a look at Lucas Sutherland's face there, down that right cheek. He's clearly taken contact, and that's what the Hawks aren't happy about at the moment.
Someone hasn't cut their nails today. Grazed down his face there. He'll be right, though.
It's left a decent mark.
Yes.
You just feel like the Hawks are 1 or 2 baskets away from getting on a run here. They're digging deep defensively, just can't reward themselves.
Walker, beautiful ball. And Tong gets on the scoreboard. Lovely pass to Tong, that was. That was specials. We're seeing Natai. He's having a tough night too, scoring-wise. Can't get hot. Here's Moore. Roberts was there, and Britt with another rebound for Canterbury.
Again, chance goes begging, and Kaya Isaac, chance to make them pay. Tong, good rebound. Here they go again through Walker.
Yes, and he buries the three-pointer, and again, that hint of a comeback by the Hawks has been snuffed out by the Rams.
Seen it a few times tonight, haven't we, Glenn? The Hawks getting their hands on the ball, good things happening, working hard defensively, unable to capitalise at the offensive end. That shooting percentage for the Hawks tonight sitting at 30%. The Rams, on the other hand, 41%, but they're a perfect 11 of 11 from the Chemist Warehouse, doing enough to keep their noses in front. Lockie Albrick has been the star of the night, 24 for him, 6 rebounds as well. As we said, quiet night for Taylor Britt. Hasn't scored. Walter Brown only has 2 points. But they're just doing enough. And so much of it.
Albrick's also got 3 blocks.
Yeah, he's been great at both ends. But so much of this Canterbury lead, which is at 13 points, is also due to the fact that the Hawks just can't capitalise on their opportunities.
And they've been playing catch-up right from the start. Remember, it was 10-0 after the first couple of minutes, and it's been around 10 points ever since. Biggest lead has got out to 15 in the game. But Hawke's Bay are certainly not lacking in effort.
Well, they've had 4 more shots. So again, just to emphasise, the opportunities have been there.
Yes. Hawke's Bay off the timeout. Rasmussen. Here's Moore. Jordan Natai's another player who's been icy cold in this game. Until now, maybe.
Look out. He's the man. Jordan Natai, we know what he can do. And that is a good sign for the Hawks.
5 points now to Natai. Very quiet in the game, only putting up a couple of shots.
Walker, silky smooth. Off the arc, pulls up at the elbow. That is just a sweet shot. Picture perfect.
And he enjoyed it. The body language is very positive and confident after it, wasn't it?
Oh, he's a pure shooter. No question of that. There's Lucas Sutherland, that scratch down his right cheek. Sam Gruggan having a lot of words here on the sidelines at the moment.
Always seeing a coach do the double teapot. Steam coming out of his ears. Natai.
Look out. Well, this is what Jordan Natai can do. 47-point game on this floor last season against the Jets. He can play inside, he can play outside, and he can certainly shoot the ball. Back-to-back triples for Jordan Natai.
Isaac, oh, lovely play in the paint there from Tong. Shrugged free of his marker. Nice work by him. Here's Sutherland faking at the three-point line. Moore. Nice play from Ball. That's good play. And Sutherland helps himself to 2 on the reverse side.
You're going to hear us say this all season long. 16 years of age, Jackson Ball.
He plays well beyond his years, doesn't he?
What a pass that was.
Yeah, that was excellent. Here's Walker. He's back to 9. A look on Sutherland. Walker for 3. Yes, never looked like missing that one.
Flamethrower, MJ Walker. He's up to 19 in the game now.
He's closing in on Oldbrook, who's 24. Rasmussen must loses his footing again. Sutherland.
Nartai begging for the ball at the moment.
Short with that one, and Oldbrook's got the rebound. That is rebound number 7 for him. Britt. Give it back to Oldbrook. Why not?
No Josh Roberts on the floor.
Posting up on Sutherland, and the young Aussie's too big again. It's back to a 14-point game. Rasmussen's lost it. Here is Isaac coming down court. Good response defensively there by Hawke's Bay. They've got 4 players back in pretty quick time.
Roberts sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. Albrecht likes this matchup inside at the moment.
There's Walker. Tong creates space for himself, the big fella.
Oh, well done, young man. Good footwork, Aiden Tong.
He's been excellent off the bench, hasn't he has. Bench.
Yeah, we know he's a 3x3 specialist. He's one of the best 3x3 players in the country. So he does a lot of that work around the rim, inside the paint. He's used to that. And we saw a good example of that. Speaking of good examples, Jordan Nartai, back-to-back threes, gave the Hawks a glimmer of hope. But you've called it so many times tonight, Glenn Lama. Every time the Hawks rustle their feathers and find a way to take flight, the Rams are there to shoot them back down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I've got to say, I think the Rams have been very impressive. I think the way they're playing in this game, it'll take a very good team to beat them, Justin. They've been tough.
Just having a bit of a laugh here. The Hawks are giving out G.J. Gardner-Holmes basketballs. I think you're meant to put air in them, aren't you? You're meant to pump them up first.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, this is worth pumping up. The large cheese pizza, that's this week's special, with thanks to our good friends at Sal's, $25. Sal's Pass is the online code. Lots of good passes tonight. Jackson Ball at one end. The Rams doing it by committee at the other end. And that margin is out to 16.
And the bench has been good. Tong, Kaya, Isaac have been excellent. Haven't seen too much of Hawke Farronson tonight. Speaking of him, he's just conceded a foul there, or is that? Yes, it is Farronson.
The Sal's NBL, of course, are launching, first of its kind here in New Zealand, a trade window coming up straight after round 7 for 66 hours, where players can trade teams. They have to agree to the trade, of course. Just stick with the claim for a second. Rasmussen Roberts is back out there. There's a foul called against the Rams. And one player I think some teams out there may be worrying about will be Hawke Farronson. I reckon he'll be a name that'll be mentioned through that trade window.
But you're saying if he doesn't want to move, he has to. He
has to agree to it.
Yeah. So that's an interesting dimension too, isn't it?
Players have to agree to a trade. Nartai up and over. Oh, Roberts on the putback. I'll come back to that in a second.
Here comes Walker. Oh, that's surely. Oh, it's a blocking foul. It's going to go against Rasmussen.
He just didn't quite have his feet set. Heavy contact. Yeah, players have to agree to the trade. Here's that foul, just stepping across to the left, Keanu Rasmussen. Just looking if the shot went in here, whether continuation's going to be allowed. I hit the side ball at the side of the backboard. And interestingly, a real quirk on the concept, real twist, I should say, is if you trade a player in, you get a 6.5% bump on your salary cap. So you've got the opportunity in the second half of the season to spend a little bit of money. And we may see some players come in late in the season for those teams that get a handy boost in their salary cap because they've traded a player in. So expect there to be lots of calls between GMs over that 66-hour period straight after the end of round 7 and before round 8.
It's going to be exciting. Speaking of exciting, here's Hawke now getting up to 20 points. Still, the Canterbury Rams yet to miss a free throw in the game from the Chemist Warehouse line. They're 13 from 13.
Played 2 games with the Phoenix Suns in the NBA. MJ Walker back in season 21-22. Good pedigree.
And there he is getting the rebound for the Rams. This lead now 18 points. This is the biggest lead of the game. They really have seized control. They've been very impressive in this third quarter. Standing their lead out by 10 points. There's Tong again, rolls it in, gets the rub of the green off the rim.
He's been a handful, hasn't he, Aiden Tong? Just lurking in that paint. We spoke about his 3x3 prowess. He's good around the hoop. Knows how to find the basket, and he comes up with another one.
Moore over to Ball. Natai. Going to post up here on Farenson. And Farenson did a good job not to concede the foul.
Just leaving it short. Jordan Natai, 8 points for him tonight, 2 of 8 shooting.
Walker. From way outside the line, Roberts with the rebound. Sam Gruggan, the coach of Hawke's Bay, really wanting some urgency from his players. And Moore provides it with a nice little 2-pointer there.
Got to get a stop here. The Hawks down by 18. They must get a stop and head into that 3/4 time break with another basket.
Britt. Happy to soak up some seconds. Gives it back to Walker. There's those long arms. Can't nail it. Roberts. Now, is there time enough here for the Bay? Britt. Might be time here for the Rams. There will be. That's really good play from the Rams.
Well, they got to stop. They needed to go down and score. Instead, they turn it over. And the end result, as our clock catches up on screen, is the Rams head into the last with a 20-point lead.
Yeah, the final quarter coming up. It's 71-51. It's Canterbury 71 to Hawke's Bay's 51. Really has been an impressive game from the Canterbury Rams, the defending champs, showing us why and how they won the title last year. And at the moment, Olbrook has 26, Walker 21. And Tong off the bench. He's been excellent. 10 points, 4 rebounds. Final quarter underway.
Yeah, they won that third quarter 26-14 on the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet. Excellent signs for the Rams. And it's a changed team from last week. Good block there, Josh Roberts, with some real tall timber coming back in. Natai somehow kept that in.
Yeah, Britt was trailing though, and Brown gives it to Buffin. And Buffin gets on the scoreboard. He has 9 points.
And he's one of those 3 big players to come in. 201 centimetres, Ulbrich at 208. And also Aiden Tong, who you mentioned, coming off the bench tonight, 198 centimetres. Max Darling, of course, missing. But this Rams team, a lot taller, a lot bigger, a lot stronger tonight.
Rasmussen, not before time, gets a 3-pointers. Second of the game. He has 9 points, but he's been very quiet in this game. He hasn't really able to get going at all.
On average, the Rams conceding 91 points a game coming in. Tonight, just 54 against them. So defensively, this team has stood up. There's the Rasmussen 3 from downtown, sorely needed for the Hawks. Just his second from long range tonight.
See, I tell you what, if Canterbury can keep their squad together through the rest of the season and get Max Darling back, as we see Brown put up that shot. Jeepers, they're going to be a force, I reckon. Here comes Natai. That looked good off the hand, didn't it?
Third triple for him tonight. He hit back-to-back threes in that third quarter. And maybe just a glimmer of hope here for the Hawks on their home court. Big crowd behind them tonight. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Stop and prop, feet were set. And the lefty hits his third triple tonight. Little nod of the head to Keanu Rasmussen. Timeout called by Judd Flavel. Well, they are the reigning champs for good reason, and they're a team that has kept that local core talent together as well. Aiden Tong, one of those young locals, has been very impressive tonight, playing his role off the bench. They get this win tonight. Still some work to do, but they move to 2-2. The Hawks drop to 2-2. The path ahead for these two teams. Next 4 games for the Hawks: the Saints away, the Phi at home, the Tuatara away, and the Nuggets at home. So tough road ahead. The Rams play the Nuggets on Anzac Day. Then they've got the Sharks away, the Nuggets at home. So quick fire return for the Nuggets, and then the Airs at home as well. So every game is a huge game in the Cells NBL. And these two teams in the weeks ahead have some huge clashes.
Well, let's see if these two teams can kick-start into that tough schedule as we see Taylor Britt. KJ Buffin flying down there. It's like he had a cape on him there.
He almost lost his footing at one stage. His first game in the Cells NBL. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Has been okay. I think it's a pass mark tonight for KJ Buffin.
Look, he's only played 13, just over 13 minutes too. Pretty much a decent introduction. Been on 3 fouls as we see a little flow to go in there from Kaya Isaac.
Yeah, turned the corner really well off the inbound. A lot of space given to him.
Rasmussen. Back to Moore. Natai again. Now that 3-pointer. Brown comes down court for the Rams. Here's Britt. Brown again, looking for Oldbrook. Going to post up here on Roberts, perhaps. It's come off Sutherland, so Canterbury will still have possession.
Been a tough night for Keanu Rasmussen. He's had a hot start to the season. 3 of 12 shooting tonight, just 9 points for him. No doubt Judd Flavel, he's a master coach, has put a lot of work into that scout, and he's got it right.
Yeah, 100%. Not only that too, but Moore really hasn't had any or many good looks in the game, as we see Ulbrich get a foul out of Josh Roberts.
He's had some looks in the game, Lockie Ulbrich. He has had a big night tonight. 26 for him, going at 66%, 10 of 15 shooting. Josh Roberts with his 4th foul. I reckon the Hawks will just leave him out there. Ulbrich back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He spent a bit of time there tonight as well. 6 of 6. The Rams 14 of 14 at the Chemist Warehouse tonight. We know there's bargains at the Chemist Warehouse, but that is some seriously good shopping tonight.
It really is, isn't it? And they have put in a very good all-round performance so far, Canterbury. Still 7:35 to play as we see Sutherland trying up the pace. Getting himself into trouble, Natai. Inviting Walker to come, and he gets the foul out of him.
Yeah, look at Albrecht just reaching in there. Not sure that he can argue too much about that. Looks straight to the coin official as if to say that wasn't me. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay says otherwise.
Here's Isaac Moore again. Sutherland trying to get around Buffin. Nice little left-hander there from Sutherland. He's worked hard in the game for his 10 points. They have not been easy 10 points for him.
You mentioned Isaiah Moore, Glenn. I think he was up to 13. Here he is, right on cue with another steal. He'll add 2 here for sure. He does. 19 for him. Timeout called by Judd Flavel. The point I was about to make before the steal in the basket is he went to 13 very early in the second quarter. And then just before that, he'd only added another 4. Make that 6 now, picking that off on the pass to Taylor Britt. That's his second steal of the night. 7 of 17 shooting. Good shot of it there, end to end, Isaiah Moore. It's been tough though for the Hawks. Just feels like they've been chasing all night and they've had their tails up a couple of times, but every time they've had some sort of momentum. To their credit, the Rams have been able to respond. And they've held the Hawks to just 61. Hawks averaging a tick under 90 points a game so far this season.
It's quite going through the stats to see where you can kind of find answers to the score differential. You know, they've both turned it over 9 times. Rebounds, Canterbury are only out rebounding Hawke's Bay by 2, 38 to 36. They just haven't had good looks in the game. They've not been able to crack this really tough Canterbury defence.
Shooting at 35%, the Hawks tonight. The Rams at 47%. And
I mean, the fouls are quite even too, Justin.
Yeah.
16 conceded by Canterbury and 13 conceded by Hawke's Bay.
And dare I get back to it, but the Hawks are 6 of 12 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Rams 15 of 15.
That's a big difference, isn't it? Now, Buffin can't nail the 3. That's a good rebound by Rasmussen. Like that one. Here's Moore. Didn't want to take Isaac on. Well, maybe he does now. No luck with that one as Isaac gets the rebound.
Got numbers here, the Rams.
Walter Brown. Oh, that's a poor pass from Brown that time. Here comes Jordan Natai.
MJ Walker on the softest of soft touches gets the foul here. Gee, there's not a lot in that. Very, very unlucky MJ Walker, and he knows it right in front of our cameras.
Rasmussen for a 3-pointer, not going to drop. Good rebound by Natai. No whistle though. Moore. He's going to drop that in. Isaiah Moore for 21 points.
Dare I say it? 6 minutes to play. Margin at 14. And as we know, in the NZNBL, Glenn, 14 can be evaporated very, very quickly.
Biggest lead of the ball game's been 22. Hawke's Bay have never been in front in this game. Remember, they were 10-0 down after a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and if you think about that now, you know, 2 minutes into the game, down by 10, it's a 14-point margin. It's been a relatively even game since, although the Rams have just never, ever looked like giving up that lead.
No, there's never really been a stretch in the game where Canterbury have gone icy cold.
Two games coming up tomorrow in the Cells NBL, the Fi and the Sharks. And then tomorrow night, also live and free on Sky Open from 6:30. It'll be a big one between the Saints and the Airs.
Nartai starting to contribute strongly now. The defense played by the vet.
They will be hanging from the rafters in the capital city tomorrow night.
Olbrich. Now Britt. Oh, look at all the space down the lane there for Taylor Britt. Too much space from Hawke's Bay's perspective.
Yeah, way too much. Taylor Britt has had a pretty tough night at the office, it must be said, but you give him that sort of room, he'll make you pay.
It's his first basket of the game. And speaking of basket, Sutherland gets no luck there, but he will go to the Chemist Warehouse line to shoot a couple.
Just getting back to the Saints. Going for championship number 13 this year in their 40th season. And just to highlight how dominant they've been, if they did make it through to the grand final, if my numbers are correct, in season number 40, it would be their 21st grand final appearance. Doesn't matter what sport you play anywhere in the world. That is impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive for sure. Always been a good watch, the Saints. Even way back in the early days of the New Zealand National Basketball League, back in the 80s. There's Tom for Canterbury. Of course, the Saints and Canterbury used to have a pretty decent rivalry going.
That's gone down as well. Big play.
Maybe a bit fortunate to get it in, but you know what? Doesn't matter how it goes in, it's if it goes in.
As long as it comes through the bottom of that net, that's all that matters. Two of the imports in action there for the Rams. And it just caps off what has been a huge night for Lockie Ulbrich. Great to have him back here in New Zealand. This young man's gone through some unbelievably tough times in the last few weeks. Tough times that you wouldn't wish upon anyone. Of course, we spoke about it just literally hours after his first game in New Zealand. Got the news, the very sad news of his father's passing back home. Was on a flight the next day. He's been back there with family and friends, and gee, great to have him back. What a night he's had here in the Cells NBL.
Can't get the rebound there. So he's going to stay on 28 points. Leading all scorers, Rasmussen. Lovely little spin move. That's a strong basket there from Keanu Rasmussen.
Haven't seen enough of it tonight, have we?
Certainly haven't. 5 minutes to play. It's still a big lead here for Canterbury. 15 points. Here's Britt again. Same move off the left-hand layup. 4 points for Taylor Britt.
30-piece for Lockie Ulbrich now. 30 points, 11 of 17 shooting. 8 rebounds as well, including 4 offensive rebounds. Oh, we'll take that.
Sutherland with 14. With that three-pointer. Tipped over. Walker's going to go for 3, and that's a great response from the Rams.
Every time the Hawks have needed a stop, the Rams have come up with something.
Moore gets 2. This game getting nice and fluid at the moment. Here's Britt. Working off Isaac. Nice play into Tong. That's good basketball.
Great pass, 2 local lads. Taylor Britt, Aiden Tong. They've done so much of that throughout their respective careers, teaming up. They know where each other is. Really good pass from Taylor Britt. And how about the game tonight? A real cameo. Aiden Tong off the bench has been superb.
He really has. 10 points, 5 from 5.
Well, he'll jump to 12 now.
Yeah.
Off the back of this basket.
5 rebounds too, Justin. He hasn't missed. Been excellent.
There's that finish of
Ulbrich.
Lockie
What
Ulbrich.
has he been in the game?
MJ Walker just puts it up there. Josh Roberts with the contact. And while all of that was happening, by the way, Josh Roberts, he's got him on 4 fouls at the moment. I think it matters too much on the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet. This one belongs to the Rams tonight. A 30-18 start. Hawks came back in the second, 19-15. And the Rams held sway in the third, 26-14, opened it back out. As you said, Glenn, game high, 22-point margin at one stage. And as much as the Hawks have tried to get themselves back into it, this team in white on the road have just managed to always find something else, another gear.
Yeah, it's been a really impressive performance. That just sums up Hawke's Bay's night right there. Just a lack of polish. Jacob Murphy back out there now is Moore. Murphy, that's a good hustle from him. Still hasn't touched the rim though. And again, shot clock could still be active, and now Canterbury turn it over. Just untidy. Look at Sam Gruggan in the background there. He is really battling the Hawke's Bay coach.
As soon as you start wiping the brow, wiping the forehead, you can just see the anguish on his face. It's been a tough night at the office at times.
Sutherland again doesn't get the roll off the rim, and here comes MJ Walker.
Going to be a tech foul here. Yeah, you can hear it off the back of that last drive to the basket. The Hawks thought there was contact. The bench up and screaming. The coach on the sidelines as well, letting his feelings be known. And just off the back of the screen there, you can see the words between point official Melanie O'Connor and coach of the Hawks, Sam Gruggan. Just adds a little bit of salt to the wound, doesn't it?
Just a frustrating day for Gruggan. But that's where Canterbury deserve the rap. They've given Hawke's Bay that frustration with a really good all-round performance here. There's Olbrich. Olbrich, oh yes. Back to the Chemist Warehouse line he goes.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Glenn. It's been an impressive performance by the Rams tonight. They haven't had it all their own way, defending their championship, of course, in season 2024. It was a great year in 23. They defeated the Giants by 10 in round one. Went to Franklin, down on numbers. Lost in round two by 10. And then again down in numbers against the Tuatara last week, went down by 12. They've beefed back up tonight, of course. KJ Buffin coming in. Lockie Olbrich back in town. And yeah, it's been really impressive.
Martai gets that three-pointer. Those two previous free throws to Olbrich gets him to 32 points. Here he is. He's really having a field day now.
Gee, what a night for Lockie Olbrich. Inside, outside, doing it all.
And now a steal to Walker. And he's going coast to coast. No, he's getting the foul. And Canterbury starting to really have some fun now with this margin back out to 20.
Olbrich up to 35. There's the Nartai triple. That's his fourth of the night. 14 for him. Gave them a little bit of hope in that third quarter. But this is the man. Lockie Olbrich has stepped back into New Zealand tonight and just reminded everybody the competitor that he is and how important he is to this Canterbury Rams team.
Walker now has 26 with that free throw. Olbrich 30. Was it 35 points?
Yeah, jumped to 35 now.
8 rebounds, 3 blocks. 2 blocks it is, rather. And 4 assists too. And an excellent game. Just a second free throw miss for Canterbury in the game right there. What a rebound that is from Buffin. And who's that down? Moore.
I think he's just maybe copped an errant knee or something. He's helped back to his feet now, so good signs. He'll walk off the floor. His night may be done. Isaiah Moore started hot. But along with the rest of his team, as we've got a timeout now with 2:26 to play. It's just been one of those nights where they've been up against a team in form, a team finding form.
Absolutely. Just love the support play of players like Britt and Brown. They haven't troubled the scorers too much. But Walter Brown, just 2 points, but he's got 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Taylor Britt, he's only got 4 points, but he's chimed in with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals in the game.
And he's had that tough job on Isaiah Moore as well. Isaiah Moore, 23 in the game for him, 8 assists, 3 steals. We know he's a star, and Taylor Britt's been trying to control him for most of the journey. The one who's really impressed me tonight, I mean, imports come into the country. Lockie Albrecht is a young man, we know that, but he's got some pedigree. He's come out and he's been the star of the show. MJ Walker, 41 points last week. He's having a wonderful season already. He's come out, he's had 26. We expect that from him. The one for me tonight that's really played that strong cameo role has been Aiden Tom.
Yeah, he's been excellent. Contributed to 19 of the points coming from the bench from the Rams. Just 2 bench points for Hawke's Bay in the game.
He hasn't missed a shot.
No, he's been excellent. So that's been a key feature in the game too. And you throw back Starling back into the equation when he gets fit again, and you've got even a stronger bench.
Yeah, this is a good team. This is a really good team. You know, again, it's all about personnel, and they look a lot stronger tonight.
Here's Tom. Aronson back out there. He's another player. It's right there. Here's Walker. Good fake at the three-point line. He was looking for the foul there. Didn't get it. Rasmussen for the Hawks. Here's Natai. Starting to drop those threes more regularly.
That's
now.
5.
Natai.
It's 5.
It's all coming too late, isn't it? 18-point deficit. 1:50 to play.
Farrington just 8 minutes tonight.
Speaking of Farrington, there he is, nailing a three-pointer.
There you go. That'll build the confidence, no doubt.
Rasmussen. He's going to be fouled. He's going to shoot a couple from the Chemist Warehouse line.
Well, we talked about it before. It's a really big week coming up for these two teams. They're both involved on the road in Anzac Day games. Huge for the Rams when they take on the Nuggets on Thursday. And the Hawks, well, they head to Wellington to take on the Saints. Saints in action tomorrow against the Airs, of course, coming off that loss against the Nuggets last week, their first loss of the season.
It was a good performance by Otago. A different team when Ty Webster's playing, that's for sure.
Still got Dante Russo-Nance to come into that team as well.
It's a deep squad too, isn't it? Here's Britt. Another layup down the left-hand side of the paint.
That's what he does. Taylor Britt, you're going to see that many, many times over this season.
6 points for Britt in the game. We've got a jump ball there, have we, between Ball and Farrington. In fact, is that
Corbin Mason
out there now getting some seconds, minutes in this game.
Both teams emptying the benches.
That's a nice little tip in there by Kobe Kara, who's got some action out there too.
Local lad, of course, one of 6 players out of the Napier Boys High School program with the Hawks.
It's a pretty strong team coming out of there at the moment.
There's another one, Jacob Murphy, local lad. He did some really good things earlier tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Jackson Ball did some amazing things in that game. The Hawks getting another win, and I think they may have even jumped up to second on the ladder off the back of that win tonight against a Rams team with a little bit more experience, it must be said.
Yeah, it was an excellent performance from the Hawks. From their perspective, just a shame they really haven't been able to replicate that in this game here in the NZNBL's clash. There's Britt. Good solid performance from him as we get towards the end of the game. He sits down with 6 points, shooting at 50% in the game. Contributed really strongly in other areas like 4 steals and 5 assists. That's Murphy. Now Ngatai again. 6 threes now for Jordan Ngatai.
He won't pass that up, that's for sure. 3 more for him, 20 in the game, as you said, 6 from downtown.
They've all been catch-up points, though, haven't they, from Ngatai? Just couldn't get going in the first half. Nice play from Isaac. Now, he's been a bit of an unsung hero as Kaya Isaac in this game.
Well, we saw his brother get minutes, I think, before he did tonight. Tama Isaac was one of the first subbed in tonight for the Rams. Haven't seen him since those early 2 minutes 54, according to the Chemist Warehouse stat sheet.
Nice 3-point play there for Isaac. He has 7 points, 6 rebounds too. 3-pointers missed by Jacob Murphy. Here's Kaya Isaac again. Farrenson. And it's going to go against Farrenson.
Yeah, just extending that arm. Out it goes. Pushes Jacob Murphy into the middle of next week. We saw a couple of those earlier in the game. Jacob Murphy just having a quick chat.
Bit competitor, isn't he?
Bit of confidence there from the young man. You like to see that. It's been all the Rams though tonight. Glenn, really impressive performance.
Yeah, 100%. Loved watching them play. Here comes Farrenson. Maybe one more basket for Taki Farrenson. A little bit too strong on the layup there. Ngatai with the last play of the game, perhaps. He's lost it.
Corbin Mason comes up with it.
Now Isaac can't nail the last basket, but it's been a really good win for the Canterbury Rams, the defending champions, arguably flexing their muscles really strongly for the first time this season. It's been a big win for them. A 20-point margin. Canterbury too strong for Hawke's Bay, 104 to 84.
Yeah, they get their second win of the season. Hawks dropped to 2-2. So similar records. Chemist Warehouse stats tonight. And how about Lockie Albrecht? What a performance from him. 35 on the night. Walker ends up with 26. Tong, as we said, with the cameo. Isaiah Moore doing what he could for the Hawks. And Jordan Ngatai ends up with 20. Roberts, 11 rebounds. Walter Brown, not a big scoring night for him, but active off the glass. Albrecht with 8 as well. Isaiah Moore and MJ Walker sharing the spotlight on the dimes. As we go through the last lot of stats, Josh Roberts with 3 blocks. Albrecht, couple for him. He had his fingerprints all over this one. And Taylor Brett, wasn't a big night for him scoring-wise, but 4 steals. And, gee, it was a good win. Really impressive, the Rams tonight. And this is the best I've seen them this season. Look out, the reigning champs are up and about.
Yeah, they certainly are. So a big win for Canterbury here in the NZNBL game tonight. Thank you for your company as we just finally have a look at these highlights. It's Jordan Ngatai just, well, he started to really heat up with those 3-pointers. Walker was a star in the game, as we mentioned. Really did have a good game too, MJ Walker with another 26. Isaiah Moore couldn't really get the momentum into his game, even though he really did play well on that play to steal that one away and go and finish that layup. Good combination between Walker and Albrecht all game. They really did combine beautifully. Really, with the return of Lockie Albrecht, did certainly Canterbury come right back into the game here and will be a menace for their future opponents for sure. Ngatai with 6 3-pointers in the end. But Aldred, not only was he a power under the basket, but from outside as well. So there we are, 104 to 84, the full-time score here in Napier.